Welcome back to the Name Redacted podcast, America's most beloved podcast, the most downloaded Red Sox podcast in the world. It's me. It's Jake. No Tyler tonight. Before anyone gets on Tyler, he is dealing with a personal matter outside of work. So he is not on the podcast this evening. We will miss Tyler, and he'll be on the next episode. But that doesn't mean, Jake, that we will be alone for this recording. Honestly, you never know what you're going to get when you ask for Twitter questions. Like, I feel like sometimes we ask for Twitter questions and we get like 20. I tweeted 31 minutes ago. We're running a solo Name Redacted tonight. So shoot me your questions and I'll fire through them on the podcast. Right now, there's 134 questions. 134 questions. So I'll do my best to answer as many of those questions as we can. But I'm not even going to say it's a surprise special guest because like you're probably looking at like the title on YouTube or whatever, like Spotify, like you're going to know who it is when he arrives. But my old friend,
the Empire's back, baby!
Eric Hubbs is going to be joining us on the podcast tonight. We have not made content together in a long, long time. Even when I was still at Barstool, I feel like there was like a lull period there where we just weren't doing stuff together because when Section 10 was cooking in 2018, we had the Fucking with Hubs segment. But I think that was pre-Short Porch. Like once he started to do the Short Porch, he was like, I'm going to go my way, you go your way. And he was doing his Yankee stuff. I was doing my Red Sox stuff. I think it was a missed opportunity. I'm going to ask him about that. When he gets on here. So we're going to talk Red Sox Nats. We're going to talk Red Sox Yankees. We're going to catch up with Hubs. If you're new to Name Redacted, which I feel like I always forget that there are probably people listening that like discovered us this year or last year. They don't even know about the me and Hubs rivalry from before the old rivalry that waged on for many years in New York City. Jake, you were a OG Section 10 guy. Do you have like a favorite Hubs rivalry moment?
I just feel like the whole Fucking with Hubs segment was just like encompassed the whole rivalry. Like every time he came on, it was just hilarious. And that was obviously a big time when the Sox were just beating down the Yankees. So yeah, anytime you guys ran that segment, it was a blast.
Yeah. For anyone that is unaware of who Hubs is or what our story is, we made a video. It was during the 2018 season when the Yankees came to Fenway. I believe it was around this time. It was like August of 2018 for a 4-game series, and the Red Sox swept the Yankees, and we made a vlog at every single one of the games, except for the first game. We were still in New York for the first game, which the Red Sox won. We were at the next 3, and I remember I was allowed to change the standings on the Green Monster after the games were over, and we got yelled at on the last one. I don't know why, because like the video went crazy viral. It had like hundreds of thousands of views. But I remember on the night of the sweep, because it was Sunday Night Baseball, we went out to the Green Monster to change the standings after the sweep. And one of the security guys came sprinting out there to shut that shit down immediately. And we were just like, whoa, okay. But yeah, that was the infamous spraying Hubs with the hose. I guarantee you if I ask him about that, he's going to say I regret doing it, but it's not a regret. That was one of the all-time great videos. I mean, he only regrets it because Dave probably has never let him live that down forever. Like that was like the turning point of the Yankees becoming a non-threatening franchise in the grand scheme of things. But before we get into any of that, you've waited all year. The time has finally arrived. College football is back. And so are the traditions, the tailgates, and the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on any college football bet. Jake, do you have a college team that you ride for?
I'm more of a professional sports guy, but I would throw some money on BC.
Yeah, BC. Don't hate the pick. Kick off the season with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app right now. Use the promo code Jared, Jared. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on any college football bet only at the DraftKings Sportsbook with the promo code Jared. Gambling problem? call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Kansas, call 1-800-522-4700. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after insurance. Opt-in and 10-plus leg requirement for 100% boost. Eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms. And it looks like we are now joined by my good friend, my old rival, Eric Hubbs.
Jared.
Hubbs, how are you, my friend?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I kind of like set the stage before you came on. Like we're literally like 5 minutes into the podcast. Like I just kind of like set the stage going down the.
Look at that timing.
Look at that timing. That
like we never left.
That's the best mic that you got. That mic sucks.
It's pretty good.
Is it?
What's wrong with this mic?
I don't know.
It's hooked in.
Tap the
Is
mic.
it not?
Tap the mic. Yeah, I guess it's on. All right, whatever. Yeah, it sucks. Anyways, it's good to see you.
That's a rude.
It's good to see you. Hey, it's good to see you.
Start.
It's good to see you.
Listen, I don't have this fucking super duper mic you got here. Hey, it's good to see you too. I think I'm going to see you in a few days as well.
I will be there. Yeah, that is something that
you're probably just going to be sitting with us like we still work together.
I heard that like the bottom floor is like all tables and it's kind of like a wedding where you don't know who you're going to be sitting next to. That would be great if we were able to share a table together. That would be great.
Be a tremendous night.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have fun. I don't know. No one knows actually what to expect. Like, I'm almost certain this is like inside info, but like, not even though, but like the people who are presenting don't even know what they're presenting and like who the nominees are until after the red carpet.
Okay. Interesting.
So like no one knows shit. Like they're for whatever, like this is like Fort Knox for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard that the awards are like the best of and the worst of. So there's a chance.
Yeah, which is where I am not the best of anything, but worst, I can come in multiple categories.
Right.
So like I need to be very much on my, I don't know what, don't call my name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I think that there's a chance that if there is a category of like best rivalry, I don't know that we'll win, but we should be nominated. Like it's going to be like Nate and Smitty. I'm trying to.
Which should win. I
don't know,
like
because that's like an older one. I feel like people don't necessarily. It depends on who's voting for this. Like if Dave just picks every single award, then maybe it has a shot. But like Dave has so many rivalries against a million different. Like Dave versus X could be the entire list of nominees.
That's fair. Yeah, like Laura Wagner. Imagine she's just like in the building somehow.
Yeah,
like he just gives her like $1 million to show up.
Yeah, like there's definitely a long list of. I feel like that's probably the only shot that we would hear our names called is like best rivalry.
That's fair. Yeah, that'd be something. Hey, I expect to listen. Let's have a good night. That's it. But yeah, I feel like I'm here to talk baseball. So
we're gonna talk.
And I don't think you're like where I'm in a very bad spot. Like the lowest I've probably been as a fan in my life. I don't know if you're not like as chipper as can be based off of the last few nights.
I mean, I'm numb. Like I feel like
that's what I'm at.
Yeah. Like, but like you are where we were. Like we're ahead of the numbness schedule. Like this is like I've been numb since we were in Miami for the Super Bowl. Like I remember being in Miami for the 2020 Super Bowl, and I wrote the Mookie Betts trade blog in my hotel at the Super Bowl because I knew it was coming. Like I wrote it before it happened. Like I wrote my goodbye to Mookie Betts before the trade happened. So the night of Rough and Rowdy / the Blackout Tour, I texted someone over at the Red Sox and I was like, hey, am I like, we got this thing tonight? Like, am I good? I might have honestly texted you being like, hey, can you post this blog if Mookie gets traded?
No. See, the only night I think you texted me that was you were breaking Arenado.
Oh yeah.
I was at Green Rock, not sober.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only night I think you texted me like, hey, this is happening. Like I have this block ready, let it rip. And that was Arenado and you drilled it. I'm like, that's when I put that up.
Yeah. So there was that, but then I forget who was on the ones and twos, but I wrote the Mookie blog and I went to Rough and Rowdy, and I remember texting someone at the Red Sox being like, hey, am I good? Like, can I go to this thing and not have to worry about like having to run and hide because of a Mookie Betts trade? And they were just like, man, yeah, go ahead, go. Like, have a good night. Like, I feel like that was something that we were just waiting for. That's the thing that's crazy. Like the Mookie Betts trade, we just had accepted it's going down. It's just a matter of when. And then when it hit, it didn't make it feel any better. I remember I was out to dinner and the trade happened, and I just like slapped my card down on the table, ran out and posted the blog, and just had to field a barrage of hate tweets. So that was 2020 that happened. Like we've been feeling it for a while. We came up for air in 2021, going to the ALCS. Like that was a very fun year, but it wasn't expected. And then last year sucked. And like this year has been, it's just in the middle. Like the way that I describe this Red Sox team is they're not bad enough to be a dumpster fire. Like 2012 was a dumpster fire. Like you had the manager get fired. You ended up trading a bunch of people to the Dodgers. Like our pets' heads were falling off. That was a dumpster fire. This year, it's like, yeah, like you don't suck, but you're definitely not good enough to be in a playoff spot. And they really haven't been for a vast majority of the season. Like you guys suck.
You guys like to do this thing where you like tease the fan base for 1 week.
Yeah.
Or like maybe even 2. And then like you lose a series to the A's.
Well, it's up and down. It's up and down. Like
yeah,
it started
like,
in April. It was like, oh, like last year we did not win a series against an AL East opponent until I believe when it just happened. I think it was when I threw out the first pitch against the Yankees. That Sunday Night Baseball, we won that game. And that was the first win against an AL East team. And that anniversary was like last week. So we didn't win a series against an AL East team until August. And then this year, we opened up winning a series against an AL East team. We took 2 out of 3 against Baltimore. Adam Duvall hit the walk-off home run. And we were like, fuck yeah, this is going to be different this year. And we get swept by the Pirates. So like it started then. Like it's been up and down all fucking year. And the series that you just referenced, the Oakland A's series, where it's like, yeah, the Red Sox just lost a series to the Oakland A's in Oakland. And I tweeted, I was like, I don't even care. Because like they're about to win, 5 out of the next 8. Like, I don't care. Like that's just what this season has been. You lose 6 straight, you win 5 straight, you lose a series to the A's, and then you sweep the Braves. Like none of it has made sense.
The Braves sweep was like maybe the funniest series of the year. It makes no sense whatsoever.
When the Red Sox swept the Braves or when you got swept by the Braves?
No. When we got swept by the Braves, I took a few videos on my phone, and that never goes well. Like, so I didn't even post them.
Yeah.
But I was just I had like 8 videos last night just summarizing that series, and I just couldn't go through with it. I was just like, I just did this for my own health. Like, that's basically just the event. But like, the Yankees series against the Braves was essentially like when you take a really hard test in like middle school, and you didn't study, and you didn't pay attention during the class, and then you go into it and you're like, you go to tell your buddy, like, this isn't going to go well. Like, this is just bad. Like, I'm going to fail this test.
Yeah.
And your one buddy's like, you're exaggerating. You'll be fine. Come on. You get the score back and you get a 30. And that's exactly what happened at, like, the Yankees Braves. Like, it was exactly how you thought it was going to go, aside from maybe Wednesday, where they actually pitched a great game. Like, Randy Vasquez and Mike King were good. But other than that, like, it was as bad as it was such a different tier of a team. And, I watch a ton of baseball. I don't know if I've ever seen an offense like the Braves. I don't in my life. Like it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
1 through 9. Like Michael Harris, I think hit 2 in this series, but for the most part this year he's hit like 8 or 9. He's better than everyone besides Aaron Judge in my lineup.
Yeah.
Like it's Arcia and Nicky Lopez even from the Royals.
So he's hitting 500 since he came over.
They just figure. I don't get it. Man, like I got Meek Phil coming up every day to me, telling me every stat. Their hard hit percentage, like batted balls over 95 or 100 miles an hour, is almost double the rest of like number 2 in all baseball. The Braves are double that team.
Yeah,
it's like we're just gonna find out in 5 or 10 years how they were cheating, and we're all just gonna laugh, and it's just gonna be like,
You're in
yeah,
that
we
boat.
just
You
like,
think that they're cheating?
dude, it's like every stat is so crazy.
Well,
like how are
Jay
they
had the
not?
stat today. He showed every team and how many home runs that they have with a runner on second base, and the Braves are obviously first, and they have double the amount of this number 2 team.
I'm not like,
But that's
I'm
not cheating.
accusing-
Like if you're just picking up signs, like that's not cheating.
right? Yeah, then they're just good at it. Yeah, then that's all fair game. But something's got to be up. Like they're just so much better than everyone else at offense.
Up and down.
By a large margin. It's crazy. But like the pitching, like their pitching isn't like crazy, and that's going to be like if they're going to lose in the playoffs, it's going to be because of the pitching.
It's not bad though.
It's not horrible. It's not. But like that, like to see them, like the Yankees didn't score in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
They didn't hit an extra base hit in the last 2 games.
1
They
run
hit
in the
an
last
extra base
25
hit.
innings.
5 hits in 2 games. 0 extra base hits.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Every ball I think was on the ground. Every single one. It's just, dude, it's crazy. It is, and to a point, and Tommy kind of started this movement of like, and I will never root against them. I can't do it. I just don't have it in me. But it's better off that they're this bad than like 85 wins, 86 wins if they end the year with that. Like, it's better off they're at the trajectory they're at right now because it's just going to force radical change.
Yeah,
like
I don't even know if I agree with that. Like, I don't like. They're not going to fire Cashman.
No, I don't think they will, but they'll overhaul. I don't think they will do that. Boone's gone. Boone is.
I don't even know that Boone's gone. Like,
nah,
if you fire
watch
Aaron Boone, then that's just like a scapegoat. Like you're throwing a glass of water at the burning building. Like, what is that really going to do?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna say.
And don't you think that's going to piss off Aaron Judge, the dude you just signed for the next 50 years to $1 billion? Like how pissed were you? Because I know that you do the breakdowns of the Aaron Boone press conferences now. Like Aaron Judge went up there after getting swept by the Braves, and he just pulled out the Aaron Boone playbook.
I think I forget what my wording was in my tweet, but I was just like, they got the Judge.
Yeah.
Like it was so clearly they got the Judge last night. Because if you notice the night before, he basically was like very mellow or even below mellow. He was just like, we're not showing up. And then that forced like New York media to break down like, what does Aaron Judge mean that like the Yankees aren't showing up? Like, is he saying, they were even saying in like the pregame. And then you could see that like almost like their media people got to him and were like, you got to change your tune because it sounds like you've given up on the team.
Yeah.
And he changed it and he was like, oh, we're just 2 streaks away from being right back in.
Yeah, we're a couple of 8-game winning streaks away from getting back in this thing.
It's August 17th. Come on. Okay. So yeah, that was so clearly the one guy, and you make fun of him for his voice and all this, and you've been wrong about him basically.
I mean, for Pete's sake,
you got that one queued up.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who tells it how it is. If you watch his post games, he's like, you can see right through him. Like he's fucking furious about what's going on. And he's the only one that's really showed up besides like Judge when he's been on the field and like Glaber and Clark Schmidt. Like those are the 4 guys who have just like produced for the team.
Yeah.
I don't even know actually what I'm even saying anymore. Like what tangent I'm going on, but it's been fucking brutal.
Yep.
You guys are in a slightly better position.
Way better.
But
it's not even slightly. Like it's way better. Like right now.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are. Baseball America just put out the prospect rankings today. Red Sox have the number 5 farm system in baseball. We don't have any pitching down there, but Bayo just got called up. Like Bayo's up here doing his thing this year. Like he's been good, and you've obviously seen some hiccups. He shoves against the Yankees. Not like that's like a hard thing to do this year, but
no, that's not like you can't actually like see anything out of that.
No, well, yeah, I agree, but he's pitched really well against the Braves lineup. Like he's pitched well against them. So I don't want to say he's been hit or miss because it's definitely been more good than bad. But yeah, like they don't have a ton of pitching depth, but they have a ton of good prospects that they can trade for a pitcher now at this point if they want to. They can go out because they didn't add at the trade deadline. Everyone's like, oh my God, how do you not add? But they're under the luxury tax, so now they can go out and spend on a Yamamoto if they want to, which is the guy that I've been circling. Like, that's who I want.
I feel like the Mets are going to be all in on him.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a bidding war, but the Red Sox have the money now. They've reset the luxury tax, which is something stupid that they didn't do last year when they half-assed the trade deadline. Like, that was a disaster, and they'd be the first to tell you that. But I mean, you're set now with, like, you've got Duran, you've got Bayo, Story's locked in, Devers is locked in. I don't know what's going to happen with Verdugo. They might end up trading Verdugo. Casas has emerged as a real fucking player this year.
That's been nice. That's been a nice surprise, this Casas.
Yeah, so it's like the pieces
baseball.
are there. Like, they need to bulk up with the rotation big time. Because if Chris Sale is your ace, like, you can't have that. It's not that he's not effective. He's still effective. It's just you can't depend on the guy to be healthy.
He's not reliable in any sense of the word.
No.
Yeah,
so it's you look around the diamond, it's like, all right, you've got some homegrown pieces that are up here and they're adjusting to the major league level. You've got some prospects coming that number 5 system in Major League Baseball, and you reset the luxury tax, so now you can spend money this offseason if you want to. I would much rather be in the Red Sox position than the Yankees position. You have a bunch of bloated contracts like that you're not going to be able to get rid of unless you eat a fuck ton of money. You get a bunch of aging players like that. I mean, who the fuck knows what? I mean, DJ LeMahieu is already a corpse of himself. Who knows what Anthony Rizzo is going to look like? You've got
he was just playing with a good old concussion for 2 months.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Let's cut him some slack.
Crazy. Giancarlo Stanton can't even walk anymore. Like, you guys are a disaster.
I don't know if I haven't been doing my podcast regular. Like, we do it like once a month just to like, hey, we're alive. But the Rizzo thing, and we talk about this, but he, like, did you notice the Athletic, like, smear piece they kind of put on the rest? The Yankees essentially used the Athletic to show the rest of baseball we didn't do anything like bad here. Like, the Yankees put out a piece, and then Rizzo put out his own interview, basically, with The Athletic to show everyone that, like, hey, we follow the rules here, and, like, we didn't do anything wrong, when very clearly, like, they were the ones that just didn't pick up on the concussion for 2 months, while the rest of the fan base did. It's a disaster. That you're saying, like, the Red Sox are ahead of the Yankees. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just don't think it's as far as you make it out to be. Money-wise, they're fucked. No doubt about it. Like Stan's contract, he's got 4 more years. DJ LeMahieu, not great. But
Judge has 1 foot.
Well, all right, that's 1 year. He'll be fine.
Well, I mean, they said he's not going to need surgery. That means he's going to have his foot amputated.
That is the least of my worries is Aaron Judge. I think prospect-wise, though, I do believe our prospects are underrated. Like, the guys
Dominguez
that we have.
is a real deal.
Dominguez is good. You're going to see Everson Pereira, I'm assuming, in about a week once they fucking are, like, not afraid of his, tampering of his fucking service time. So you're going to see him. He's been awesome for the last, like, 2 years, basically. Peraza is a disaster where, like, they just don't know how to play him because they have all these vets above him. Will Warren, very good pitcher. They've got guys who, like, can impact this team, no doubt. The problem is Cashman has never shown in the last like 7 years his ability of, like, timing with these guys.
No.
He either lets them rot when they deserve to be called up, or he just he's not the guy. If Cashman's at the front, and I've said this, like, I have no faith in the team. I don't.
How crazy is that? I mean, like, he's like the architect of what, 5
But
World
he's like
Series
not
titles?
though. But he's not. He's not. He's the architect of 1. It's 09. Everything else was before him. It was handed to him. 09 is only him because he was allowed to just buy everyone.
Yeah.
He bought Teixeira, Burnett, CeCe. Like, he just brought it all in with the money.
Damon.
Like, his only hits are when he's able to spend. Garrett Cole, a home run. For the most part, aside from, like, little hiccups here, has been great. It's because they outbid everybody. Aaron Judge, they outbid everybody. Like, and, obviously bad year this year with the injuries and all that, but, he's an awesome player and will continue to be that. But everyone else, like, when you ask him to make a trade at the deadline or a move in the offseason, it's a disaster. It's just, there's no front office head in sports who is allowed the leash that he is. And it's a disaster. I don't think Chaim Bloom is much better. I feel like
Chaim Bloom literally inherited the number 30 farm system in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But I feel like
that's great.
Okay, sure.
I'm not by the way, I'm not a Chaim Bloom hunk. I like the guy. No. Jake, back me up on this. After the trade deadline, the first episode we did, I said this offseason is make or break for me because you take in that when he signed up for this, he had to trade Mookie Betts. Like that was just what he had to do. And no one loved it and no one still loves it. And
here's what I'll say to that though. Did he have to trade David Price with Mookie Betts?
Yeah.
He was forced to do that?
I don't know that he was forced to do that.
Because that definitely, that very clearly fucked the compensation back. Like, hey, you have to take on Price.
Well, yeah, they had to get under the luxury tax.
So
that was the whole point of it.
You're going into what I was alluding to, like your last two deadlines, he's done nothing.
Correct. Yeah, I don't think
that's bad. Like that's like that.
Yes,
I see Red Sox fans, and I text you, and you may not be saying the exact things I'm talking, but like he is not doing what he needs to do at the deadline. You have been disappointed for back-to-back deadlines here with Chaim Bloom.
I wasn't disappointed with this one as much as the last one. The last one was just an actual fuck up. Like not trading JD because you didn't like the return. It's not about the return. It was about getting under the luxury tax so that you weren't fucked this year. Like not trading Evaldi or JD, and you weren't going to trade Bogarts because you wanted to bring him back. So like I get that one, but like they had a deal for JD and they just didn't like the return, so they kept him and then they went over the fucking luxury tax. You go over the luxury tax on a year that you're going for it. They weren't going for it last year, so it made no sense. This year, the only thing that I had an issue with was not trading James Paxton because not because of this season. I'm looking ahead to this offseason. So if you're going to go out there and spend on a Yamamoto or you're going to make a trade for a pitcher, it's like, all right, well, we saw what that costs. Like you had to give up a fucking top 100 prospect just to get a rental in Justin Verlander, who's 40 years old. So I wanted to trade Paxton because once Eddie vetoed that deal to the Dodgers, it's like, all right, next guy in line. People need pitchers. Who's the best one available? Oh, James Paxton. Fucking trade him. Get some prospects back. You can replenish the system that I don't want to say that you're going to just turn into a barren wasteland this offseason, but you very much should be making a deal for some sort of frontline starting pitcher this winter with some of the prospect capital that you have, because the Red Sox, as I mentioned earlier, they don't have any legit top 100 pitching prospects. All of their legit prospects are position players. Guess what? When we were talking about fucking the roster, Story, Devers, Casas, fucking Duran, like how many positions are open for guys to come up and make an impact up here? Like they've got Ceddanne Rafaela, who's like one of the best defensive players in the minor leagues right now. Everyone's like, oh, he can't hit. Dude just keeps blasting home runs. Like he might be your opening day right fielder next year. That's another spot taken up. You might see him this year in September. So you've got a ton of prospects like the Marcelo Myers waiting in the wings. They might change his position, but there's still plenty of other guys. And it's like, well, where the fuck are you going to put him? Oh, trade him for a starting pitcher because you don't have any pitching prospects that come up and make an impact.
He's got to do it though.
He has to do it. That's what I said.
It's so clearly like in front of him, but like he's yet to make that big move. I feel like as the Red Sox GM.
Correct.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Right. Okay. So you have to see that has to happen for me to like be like, okay, like, all right, Heim's doing it. Like, okay, but to this point, he's failed in 2 deadlines. Listen, like Red Sox fans always come at me on Twitter and whatever and be like, you rip on Chaim Bloom for his failures. I rip on Cashman forever. I hate him. I would support an ISIS member before Brian Cashman at this point. Like that's how much I despise this man. Like it's insane how he has the leash that he does. And it's only because Hal is afraid of firing people.
Yeah.
Just how it is. He's not his dad. He just wants to keep status quo and he trusts his guys and that's it. And like the only hope here is that, finishing below 500, whatever. And I'm not rooting for that. Like I just can't. I don't have it in me. But if it happens to happen, maybe something drastic happens here. I don't think it's Cashman. I think Boone's gone. Boone talks every day. At this point, like he's done. Like it's a defeated man. He's done with the euphemisms and all the proverbs and just like the hope. it's not there anymore. If you watch him on a daily basis, I think he's accepted his defeat. But Cashman, I think, stays out of fucking incompetency with the whole team. And it sucks. And that being said, like, here's the Yankees and Red Sox this weekend. You're 3.5 or 3 back? What are you, 3?
No, we lost again today, so I think it's 3.5.
Okay. I'm 7.
Yeah, you guys are toast.
This has got to be no. I wasn't saying like we're in the hunt. Like, this has got to be like the worst August Yankees Red Sox matchup in terms of like playoff stakes.
Thank God it's not Sunday Night Baseball.
Dude, I was talking about that today with somebody, and I was like, how lucky did ESPN get? Because they don't flex this like football, at least to this point.
Sometimes
like maybe
they do.
Maybe in September they do. I don't think they do it in August. But how lucky did they get? I think it has to do with, someone was saying the Little League World Series. They're doing the Little League thing this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I think, don't they do that fucking stupid, whatever. But they're very lucky. Like no one gives a fuck about the Yankees Red Sox this weekend. They don't want to see them on Sunday Night Baseball. You just give people a reason to complain. But yeah, we're just a normal Sunday game, which is, I don't hate it. Get my Sunday over with quicker rather than, you know.
It's a 1 o'clock game. Like, I'm gonna get to like have a Sunday night, which is amazing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking wait around for this shit.
How weird is it that like Yankee fans kind of like me now? Because I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't troll the Yankees anymore just because
it's not fun.
It's not fun. It's kind of like it's double reasoning. Like, the first reason being, I think it's lame to kick the Yankees while they're down when the Red Sox aren't really that great either.
That's all it should be. That, like, there should be no other reasoning than that. Let's just, like,
but then
we both realistically are mid.
Yeah, like the Red Sox aren't anything special right now. But then with the Yankees, it's like, we get it. Like, even like once trolling Yankee fans gets to the point where like they're saying meaner shit than I am, then I'm like, all right, yeah, like this, you took my weapons away, because I think for the most part, that's been a majority of the responses. Because I don't even like troll, but like yesterday, I think it was this morning. I said, like, since July 5th, the Yankees are 101 and 102. I just tweeted a stat, and Yankee fans, dude, we know, we suck, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like no one, and I think we have. I think it was when the Red Sox were playing the Yankees for the first time in Yankee Stadium this year, and I had a tweet like the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry has become which fan base can say that their team sucks more. Like, that's where we're at. And Yankee fans were like, fuck yeah. Like, it was just kind of like this moment of unity where both fan bases, I mean, I would say Yankee fans are probably more angry at the Yankees than Red Sox fans are with the Red Sox. I think signing Devers helped a lot. And
signing Judge helped a lot. Like,
your shitstorm came after signing Judge.
Right. You guys had the safe face. Well, I don't know. We kind of did too.
Not really. Like, I mean, you were just in the ALCS.
But like, see, that's Michael K shit. You saying that as Michael K. Like, they were in the ALCS, like, but they weren't. Like, they won the division.
Michael K said that. Michael K was like, yeah, they were there, but like, they didn't win a game.
No. Oh, K said, I don't remember the last time you listened to K, but
a couple days ago.
Whatever I quote tweeted today.
So that was a different show. Like, 2 days ago, he was saying, like, yeah, they were in the ALCS, but like, they didn't win a game and they limped into the playoffs. That's what he said 2 days ago.
You want me to play it?
I mean, send me the clip and I can.
Okay. It was infuriating. Whatever I found today.
Did you tweet it?
It was like I quote tweeted it.
All right, I'll pull it up. Because I didn't see this. So then that's like a change in tune in like a couple of days. Because I listened to
but
I'll watch his show on YouTube sometimes.
It was and I don't like Rosenberg at all. But
is this the one like defending the front office? This one?
It's got to be. Okay. Yeah, it's the one from today.
Their collapse in the middle of last year happened when DJ LeMahieu got hurt, where he just couldn't hit anymore. That was a big factor. And then in the postseason, no LeMahieu, no Benintendi, and they tried to rush back Carpenter, who also got hurt. He was carrying the team. Now, they shouldn't be applauded for that because that was not their plan for Matt Carpenter to be the second best player after Judge. But Matt Carpenter was. Then he hurt his foot, and boom, he's out for 2.5 months. And then they try to rush him back without any kind of rehab. So I think they were better than a 500 team, and I think that's why they fooled themselves into thinking we don't have to make major changes. Let's go sign Rodon. DJ LeMahieu is going to be better. We like Rizzo. He's not going to. They couldn't foresee he's going to have a concussion. I think they thought they were going to be a lot better, but now I think they see the flaw in that.
This, I'm just being honest. This does sound sort of like excuse making, though.
Well, I don't give a crap what it sounds like. I'm telling you the reasons why it's happening. If you people want to say they're making excuses, I don't care anymore. I'm telling you the truth here. If you think it's making excuses, good, go crap in a lake. Okay. I don't care.
What's the point of the truth? They got it wrong. They always get it wrong.
No, you can't.
They always get it wrong.
They always get it wrong.
That is, over the last few years, they've gotten it wrong.
Really? They went to the ALCS last year. They really got it so wrong. They won the American League East. They won the American League East, the toughest division in baseball. They won 99 games. They always get it wrong.
Wait, so you want fans to be happy that they got embarrassed by their arch rival?
I'm not telling fans what to do. You can feel whichever way you want. I'm just telling you, you can't say they got it wrong when they were one of the final 4 teams standing.
Wait, but I can't say they got it wrong if the best thing they could achieve in the last 3 years was getting swept by their arch rival. That's getting it wrong.
That's your definition of wrong. Now, the Mets got it wrong this year, and the Yankees got it wrong this year.
The Mets punted. The Mets all out straight up said, we got it wrong. We're punting. The Yankees are refusing to do so when they should.
All Peter's doing, Michael, is just backing up the words that they said. What did Judge call last year? He called it a failure that they lost to the Astros.
I get it. I get it, but you can't say they always get it wrong, like they're a bumbling organization that can't get out of its own way and doesn't make the postseason.
That's all they are.
That's stupid. You sound like a fan.
That's all they are.
I love Michael Kay.
That has to be different than what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, so I didn't see that. I saw, I was watching a clip on YouTube a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different. Show. That's him like accepting like ALCS, we were the final 4 teams. If you thought they had any chance of beating the Astros last year in that ALCS, like if they were fully healthy, let's say you had DJ back, right? Because DJ was missing that series and whatever. Let's say you had Carpenter. They win 1 game of the ALCS.
If Matt Carpenter is what you're hanging on to, and I love Andrew Benintendi, but like he's a table setter. Like Andrew Benintendi is like hitting singles, getting on base for who to drive him in. Judge hit like $110 in the playoffs.
Right. So like you're talking about if those guys are healthy, you win 1 game of that series instead of getting swept. Maybe 2, at the maximum 2. At the absolute maximum, you're forcing that to 6 games. Like you are nowhere on the level of that team.
Yeah.
It's just like, so I don't understand that. They've been a disaster. Have you talked about, I don't know how often you record, but
at
like,
the end of
have you talked
series.
about the Ben Ruda shit? Have you talked about that at all?
Is that?
Do you know who that is?
No. Oh, yes. We talked about that on Baseball's Dead. About the minor leagues. Like, they don't even like teach them baseball.
My beautiful whistleblower, Ben Ruda.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just listen, I need to know more, right? Like you need to know, like 2 drills don't tell me everything they're teaching down there.
Yeah.
But if that's the basis of it and they're going more off that, makes a whole lot of sense that they don't know how to do any situational hitting, and like they just strike out a ton and they don't have penalties for strikeouts and all that. Like and they've like that. But that to me.
So can we rewind to when you said that the Yankees are in a better place or like close to being in as good of a place as the Red Sox? And can you apologize?
No, it's not. I didn't necessarily disagree with you. You were ahead of us, no doubt. Like you brought in Yoshida this year. He's awesome. Like he's fucking hit the shit out of the ball. Mm-hmm. Defensively, he's not there, but he wasn't expected to be.
He's not going to be. I think he'll eventually be a DH after Turner.
No, pretty much. Which is not great. You don't want to like clog up your DH for 10 years. Like
it was a 5-year deal.
Take that. Okay, but if he's hitting 300 every year, you're expecting him to be there for a long time. Yeah. Like you want him to play the field. I don't know how old he is, to be fair.
I think he's 30. 29.
Oh, he's 30. Okay, all right. Okay. Then 5-year deal makes sense. But I was just saying that I just don't think you guys are too far ahead of us. We're not in a good spot, no whatsoever, and our money situation is terrible, especially with Hal at the helm, no doubt. And the only thing I'm saying to give myself a glimmer of hope is they're so bad this year that my only hope is that they clear house everywhere. I don't expect them to do Cashman, but like minor league overhaul, Boone out of there, like just completely change the philosophy because it's so clearly not working.
Well, even
That's
that,
my
if,
only-
even let's say best case scenario, that's what they do. You're not,
Right.
like, how do you even say like we're all right? Well, now that's fixed. Now we're going to contend next year.
No. See, that's like free agency is not. It's not a good free agency class. I'm
No,
sure you know that.
You're not going to get
at this
Shohei.
point.
Giolito
No.
wants to stay on the West Coast.
It'll be really funny. You can listen back to this when it happens, because they've been on Shohei in quotations. If you listen to this in the podcast version, they've been like, after every trade deadline, it's like the Yankees had a serious offer for Shohei Ohtani. You know they're not getting Shohei Ohtani.
Didn't he
Like,
his first time around when he was like a free agent? Didn't he not even take a meeting with the Yankees?
so, he was really weird in his first year, like his free agency tour. Remember, he didn't want to play in Florida for spring training.
Sounds right, but I don't really remember.
That was just like he wanted to play in Arizona, and I think that might have been a thing to like just be closer to Japan or whatever. But I think from what I assume, and this could just be so wrong, but I think he's done with the West Coast thing, and I think he'd be okay with playing in the East Coast. Like he just wants to win and get paid a lot of money at this point. I think he got the West Coast comfort, just like to settle into the MLB. And he played in LA and he had a great time. And I think he'd go wherever he wants. That's not to say like he would play in New York, because playing in New York is a whole different animal than anywhere, right? Like I think the only way he would have actually came to the Yankees is if we traded for him and he got comfort. Like he played like 2 or 3 months here, or even if we traded for him last year, he's like, oh shit, New York isn't so bad. Like I like these fans, I like the competitive attitude, all this, but that didn't happen. So I think he's just gonna be a Dodger.
I think the moment that you guys booed Aaron Judge in the playoffs in the year that he hit 62 home runs, you cost yourself Shohei Ohtani.
I think the
Dude,
booing of
you
Judge
don't remember
is-
you're 2018 when Shohei Ohtani was like, I don't like I want the stadium to be quiet when I'm like hitting. Do you remember that?
But like, I mean that's 2018. It's 5 years later.
I understand
Like,
that, but like I don't think he wants to play in that
mediocrity.
environment. Like the Dodger fans are rowdy, but they're not going to boo their own players.
But at the same time,
You guys
like,
booed
that's-
Giancarlo Stanton in his second game with the Yankees,
We did do that.
and he just
That
won
did
the
happen.
MVP.
Did you have? Yeah. I'd boo him now. That being said, that's 2018. 5 years later, Shohei has like withstood mediocrity every year with the Angels. I think
He had to.
Right, but like I think he understands that a little better. Like if fans are booing you, that means they care. And I'm not saying he's not coming to the Yankees.
No.
Like it's the opposite I'm saying.
No.
All I was getting at was here is you're gonna hear a report that was like the Yankees were like in on Shohei.
Nah,
but they were.
I can't
They
wait
were
to
never in
I
on
can't wait
Shohei.
to retweet the report that he didn't even take a meeting with the Yankees, because that's coming. He's not gonna.
I think they meet with him, but
the
I
only
don't
way
give it
he's gonna
any-
meet with him is all right. So he turned down a meeting with the Yankees the
It
first
will be a
time.
leverage thing. It will be
Correct.
like the leverage
Correct.
on the teams.
Like
Right.
he's gonna take
Right.
a meeting with the Yankees just so that they can make him an offer, and then he can take it back to what the
I'm
team
with
he
you.
really wants.
I'm not disagreeing with
Yeah.
that at all. I don't think we have a shred. No, I and listen, this will be a very Yankee thing in me, but the only way I see them competing with Judge here with this core, like unless crazy trade can happen that we don't see coming. I don't expect Cashman to do it, but Juan Soto is the only out. I think.
Who
they
the
have.
fuck are you trading for Juan Soto?
No. Free agency.
Oh, after next year, you mean?
Yeah. Oh no. I know. Next year is relatively a punt. Like they're just gonna run back for the most part. Like maybe they go get Bellinger, maybe, but I don't think so. Like you should have just traded for him like a month before the deadline when you needed him, rather than like wait till the Cubs got into contention.
Yeah.
Maybe Bellinger is the move, but I don't. I'm sure you know, like the free agency class is pretty barren.
Yeah, it's not that great.
So I think the only significant move they have to play here is to just do just give Juan Soto whatever he wants. Like that's all they have. Like he's the young lefty that they've always kind of wanted, that they passed on. Bryce Harper, Corey Seager, all those guys. Like they just were like, nah. we're stubborn. We're gonna run with our guys, and we'll take our IKFs and all that shit. We'll figure out left field, even though we haven't figured out left field for 3 years. Soto is the only guy that kind of like is the only available guy that like can change things because he's so fucking good.
I could definitely see Soto going there 100%. Like I think the Yankees are going to get to a point where the fan outrage reaches a level that
we're like there.
Yeah, like we just have to spend a fuck ton of money to solve our problem. Like how do we used to win championships? Oh, we just outspent everyone. Okay, let's try that again. Then you bring in Juan Soto. I mean, great player, but the whole add Juan Soto plan didn't work out for the Padres very much.
No, it didn't. He's a bad fielder, and he's going to be a DH in a few years, full time.
Yeah, there's no quick fix. Like that's why I'm saying, you guys.
No, I just don't think. I think we're both in bad spots. That's all. That's
Red
all
Sox
I'm really
are not in a
kind of
bad
saying.
spot. The Red Sox are not in a bad. Jake, are the Red Sox in a bad spot?
Looking pretty good.
Looking pretty good. Okay, so there you go.
Compare that to Baltimore and Toronto.
Well, Baltimore has the number one farm system in baseball, and they're already like on a pace to win 99 games this year.
And they don't even have Holiday there.
Right. And he's 19.
And Grayson isn't even touching the surface of what he can do.
No.
And
neither is Gunnar Henderson.
Jays,
like Gunnar Henderson's better than what he's been.
They're all ridiculous. So like I'm saying like we're just chasing that team, and Tampa's taking a bit of a shot.
A little bit of a hit, yeah.
A little bit of a hit. Maybe Tampa's not as much in the mix as I kind of thought they would be for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
With a certain man when it begins with the W.
Yeah. Did you see the list of pitchers that they have gotten Tommy John surgery in like the last couple of years?
I don't know why you would.
Dudes.
I feel like if you're drafted by Tampa, now you just have to like pull like an Eli Manning and just be like, I'm not going there.
Yeah, either that or it's just like you have to accept your fate where if you sign with the Rays and you're a pitcher, or you get drafted by the Rays and you're a pitcher, you get traded there, you're just like, all right, I am making a choice that this organization is going to make me way better than I actually am, but I'm probably going to get Tommy John surgery in the near future. Like, do you make that deal?
Who has survived them besides Price?
I mean, and Price never, like, Price has like a bionic elbow because when he was here, I remember in 2017, that was the year that he got hurt. Everyone thought that he needed Tommy John. And then do you remember in the playoffs, he was coming out of the bullpen?
Yes.
Yeah. So everyone thought he needed Tommy John then, and then he didn't get it. But I mean, he was still.
But like besides him, like
Blake Snell.
Did Archer ever need?
He just ended up sucking. But Blake Snell, I don't think ever got clipped.
Yeah, I guess Snell, and he's about to get paid, so he's probably the best.
That's a guy.
Crazy
that's
too,
a guy
they were
I could
so
see you guys
scared of
paying.
him. I don't think they go after a pitcher. Like that's
you
the
have
one
to.
thing
You
I
don't have anybody. Nestor sucks. Like Garrett Cole's going to be 45 next year.
He will not be 45.
44 or whatever.
Clark, my boy Clark has been very good this year.
Our boy.
Take away the Braves series. No one cares, but like, that doesn't matter. Like, but he's been very good. Clark has solidified himself, not as a 2, but he's in the rotation next year. Nestor has had injury problems this year. The shoulder thing, he might never pitch again, so that's fair. But they do have prospects that like can impact next year. Will Warren, Chase Hampton. They have dudes who can get there. They're probably going to sign one guy, but I think they just have to learn from like, hey, you just spent so much on Rodon. Like
he sucks.
That was clearly the wrong move.
Yeah,
like you have to go get a hitter. You've needed a hitter for like you need a guy. I don't know who I was talking about today, but like someone was asking me about, how's Judge been since coming off the IL? They don't pitch to him.
Yeah, he's hitting like $110, but his OBP is like 410.
His OPS is still over 1,000.
Yeah.
And he has hit 2 home runs, I want to say, since he's been back. It's because no one pitches to him. And like,
why would you? The rest of the lineup's dog cheeks.
Right. So like that's you need to go get some, like if it's Cody Bellinger or whatever, like you need to go, like I don't think spending money on Blake Snell does you anything. You need to go, his offense is a bit, you put up the stats all the time, right? What A's best batting average, lowest batting average besides them in the last like 3 months or whatever? I don't know. You put up all these stats all the time. Yeah, what's your most recent stat about the Yankees? Like
it was that they've scored 1 run in their last 25 innings.
Yeah, that's a stat.
What month do you want to go back to? June?
Yeah,
Since
so
June
that's
1st?
when Judge. No. Sorry, June. Yeah, June.
When did Judge come back? Like July 5th or something?
No.
I'm going to do
later.
since June 1st. Since
He went down June 3rd because that's the day I got engaged, and that is
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. But that is actually I thought it was going to be. He came back July 28th.
So do you want since July 28th?
Yeah,
All right.
I feel like that's fair.
Since Aaron Judge.
They were pretty good until that. Like they were at a fine spot until he went down, and that's just how much he impacts.
Wait.
Yeah.
So do you want when he went down?
No. Oh yeah. That would make sense. Sorry. Yeah, do that.
So he went
do
down
since June 3rd.
Since June 3rd.
They got to be 29, 28, 27. Like literally one of those numbers.
Since June 3rd, the New York Yankees are dead last in Major
There you
League
go.
Baseball, hitting 224 as a team.
Yeah. Like that. That's. And baseball obviously hasn't been a sport that's like singular dependent, right? Like it's just not. There's so many people on a roster and in a lineup that like one player going down shouldn't tank you that much, and that's how bad Cashman has constructed the lineup.
Dead
and
last.
That's the narrative, man. That's it.
Dead last.
That's as bad as it is.
Every
Dead
team.
last. Zero.
Every team.
There are
better than you.
no teams worse.
Pirates, better than you.
A's.
The A's, better than you.
Nationals.
Yep.
Mets.
All better than you. You name it.
And then Hal has the gall to like go on Michael K show and be like, I don't understand why the fans are angry.
I mean, that was months ago at this point, right?
But the second half of last year had happened where Judge was in the lineup doing whatever the fuck he could to, on his MVP streak to keep this team afloat while they didn't, to make sure they didn't lose first place in the AL East. And then you had the first half of this year where like the rest of the offense wasn't doing their thing either. They had like 1 month of they had one good stretch of offense like this year so far. And I don't know, man. Like it's just it's so you ran the stats today, right? That they're 500 in the last 200 games or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Below 500.
101 and 102.
That tells me like injuries aren't the fault.
Yeah, you guys
it's just
suck.
the team.
You guys suck.
It's just the team, right?
Yeah, you guys
So when Hal says he doesn't understand why the team's angry, why the fan base is upset, I point to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And
Michael K is like, oh, it's injuries.
Has this
No,
been
it's
the
not.
worst year of your Yankee fan life?
Yeah, I talked about it's so this is the latest they've been below 500 since 95.
95, since Derek Jeter got called up for the final time.
Right.
Mhm.
I was born 93.
Yep. Aaron
So I wasn't-
Boone was in Double-A at the time.
As big of a fan as a Yankee fan I am, wasn't watching in 93, 94, 95.
Mhm.
So, yeah. These eyeballs, this is by far the worst, like, most defeated, depleted team I've seen. Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Empire's back, baby!
no.
It's not?
It's not.
Okay, all right. I didn't know. I thought, I don't know. I just thought that they were.
I hate that video so much.
It's a great video.
Like, if there's one, I think if...
Was that your birthday?
So, me and Chaps lost fantasy football.
You had to stay up for 24 hours and do radio the whole time.
No one considers that fact. And like how delirious I was. It was like 2 a.m. when that, or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was happy. It was my birthday.
Mhm. The fire hose. I thought you would pick that moment.
No. Because that doesn't get retweeted. Like,
But Dave gets
More-
on you for that.
Dave just gets on me because it's like fun to get on Yankee fans. Like, I don't know, man. People do embarrassing shit in my company all the fucking time. He just picks on that one moment. Like, I don't care. It's just that doesn't like cross my mind. That video and how long it goes, horrible. So bad. No,
Yeah, it
no,
is. Yeah,
no,
it is.
no.
Yankees are back, baby.
I will say,
They're back. Bronx Bombers, kid. Let's go. Woo!
You guys haven't.
Hold on. There's more coming.
No,
More coming.
I have to go to
More
sleep
coming.
soon.
Remember this? When they used to do... You remember this?
Oh, the run scoring sound?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we did that.
Yeah. You guys used to score runs all the fucking time. Bronx Bombers.
I will say, I've always hated when they play New York after wins and losses. It just doesn't make
I
sense to
agree.
me.
That's very stupid.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I also don't get? You've never seen, you're not a Star Wars guy, right?
Nah.
Okay. Well, this is more for a Bob Fox
Yeah.
situation, but they call themselves the Evil Empire.
I get that. Star Wars reference.
But they don't come out to the Evil Empire song when they do like the starting lineups.
Mm-hmm.
They do the other side. They do like the hero side. So they don't know what they are.
They don't want... Well, that's because... Do you know where the Evil Empire came from?
It's something with George, right?
No.
What is it?
That was Larry Lucchino.
Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox. Let's go
Oh, that was a
Red
good
Sox.
God,
Go
that is
Red
so
Sox.
bad.
That was Larry Lucchino. Called them the Evil Empire, and it stuck.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like they don't lean into that because they don't come out
'cause
to
in their minds, they think that they're the hero, and they're not.
But then Cashman calls them a fully operational. Like they don't. I don't think
The Death
they
Star?
need
Does he
to-
call them the Death Star?
He used to.
Wait, isn't like don't you guys like play? Because I'm not a Star Wars guy. Don't you guys play like the Death Star thing? I don't know. I don't know what
No.
it sounds like.
Oh yeah, for strike when
three.
it's 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I fucking hate that.
Which well, so does Garrett Cole.
He
Garrett
doesn't
Cole
like
hates
it.
it too. They stopped doing it for him.
Okay.
He literally was bothered by it that he told him to fuck off. He's like, I think they maybe like they do 1 beep. For everyone else, they do like 4. Like because he was like, I'm trying to fucking
What
shut
does
this
it
guy
sound
out.
like
I
again?
can't-
I'm trying to remember.
It's like so David Cohn describes it as a whale like moaning, but it's like it's literally that. And
Okay.
but Cole was like, I can't fucking stand this thing.
Yeah.
But so that's like more Evil Empire side. And then they call themselves the Evil Empire. But then when you do the starting lineups, it's for the good people. So they don't know what they are. Like that. It's always been a pet peeve of mine. Like I'm not a Star Wars freak, but I know the basics and they don't follow the basics.
This-
Something that's always bothered me. I don't know. Maybe not other people. And also the Frank Sinatra, New York. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't the worst impression.
That's the Star Wars thing?
Yes, that's like the we're about to launch a laser sound or something.
Oh, okay. So they do that
I
when
think.
there's 2 strikes on a guy.
It's an alert sign or whatever, but it's a Star Wars thing, no doubt. And they just don't know what I don't know. I wish I could have a conversation. I wish I'd have a conversation about a lot of things, but like that being, I wish I have Bob Fox on my side and be like, yo, you're just doing this all wrong. Like, you just don't know these Star Wars analogies. But that's another story. But yeah, I'm just frustrated with all. This series is gonna suck, and I don't really want to watch it. I'm gonna
we
actually
just
get
lost
B
the
and
series to the Nats. It's not like the Red Sox are coming to... Actually, you know what? You guys
No,
probably
that's
are
what I'm saying.
fucked.
It's like,
Yeah, like once we lose a series to a bad team, that means that bad things are coming for whoever we're playing.
but we're
Right?
a bad team.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but we always whip your ass. So
Who do you got after us?
Houston. Yeah.
You're gonna be Houston. You're gonna lose to us.
Yeah, we'll get swept this weekend, and then we'll take 3 out of 4 from Houston. And
Right,
take 2 out
right.
of 3 from the Dodgers.
Oh, this is
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
get swept by the fucking
you're really
Rockies.
easy stretch. You had a 10. Would you go 6-4?
No, they took us. Well, yeah, because of the series lost to the Nats, but they took the series from Detroit
Well,
and
That's part of this
the
part of the
Royals.
stretch. So
Yeah.
yeah. So you went 6-4.
yeah, I think so.
That's depressing. I mean, that's like underwhelming.
Everything this season has been underwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This series is gonna suck.
Well, we'll get to it. Like we're gonna do a little preview of the series and we'll make some predictions.
Couldn't pay me to go.
Yeah, Jake's going.
God bless your soul. I'm a diehard. Like you know me. We're all the same. Jake, I'm assuming I don't know you well, but
Diehard Red Sox fan.
like-
Loves him.
yeah, no, yeah, but like man, there's not much you can get me at Yankee Stadium these days.
Yeah.
It just can't.
Well, that's another thing I was going to ask
so
you. Is
depressing.
like, obviously, you've had Cashman in your crosshairs, and you're obviously very vocal about how much you hate the Yankees. How has
yeah,
that?
we might have a shirt coming out about that one, but yeah,
You going to do a Clown Nose shirt?
not to that extreme, but like
You
we
need
got something,
Dave's
I think-
permission to do Clown Nose.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like I don't even want to like do that. I have my own idea, so we're gonna see what's going on. But I'm not very fond of his situation right now. But
Yeah.
as you're saying,
Yeah. How has you going in on the Yankees affected your relationship that you have with the Yankees? I would imagine that they don't want to extend their.
they never like Barstool from the get go.
I mean, not in the
that's-
sense that like they were going to give you access to the players or anything. Like they're super strict with everyone, but you know, you were in the boxes and the suites and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, their PR guy hates Barstool, so that was.
Isn't he older though?
No, I don't know. I forget his even name at this point because I can't fucking stand him. I don't want to think of his name. I want to say he's in his like mid 40s to high 40s, something like that. In terms of like players, I don't know if you like Barstool, like King, Bader, Schmidt, tight with. Like I feel like they're good with us. Volpe hates Marty, so that's
Why is that?
so. As he was like making his crazy rise last year, where he just like set the world on fire in the minor leagues, we had a few people reach out, because we, when we're still doing the pod, and one guy was just like, "Yo, Volpe hates, like he likes you guys, me and Tommy," and he's like, he just doesn't like Marty. He'll never come on the pod because of Marty. And we're like, "Oh, okay."
You didn't say why?
Like Marty's just like, I don't know. Marty's just Marty.
Mhm.
Like, who hates Marty?
No, I
Like, he
hate
just does his own thing. He's just like, he says some stupid things. I don't know. He's a hilariously harmless guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe it was just like Volpe likes more serious baseball guys. Which
I don't know. Marty
the
must
only
have said something. Maybe he doesn't like Duke.
no. Maybe
Could be.
that's it.
Could be.
I think the only conclusion I could draw was that he didn't want to go on a podcast that was more of a gimmick where like Marty would be asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could draw. But anyways, that got to Marty. And then Jersey Jerry, who's tight with Volpe, said the same thing to Marty without me even saying anything to Jersey Jerry. So we had two sources saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So done deal. And then from Jersey Jerry, he was like, yeah, he doesn't have anything bad about Tommy and Hubs. So I don't know.
Huh.
He's not tight with Volpe. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't like necessarily lost relationships because of how sour we've been on the Yankees, because we never really had any to begin with because of how uptight they were. Like the same people from the organization that used to follow me in the past still follow me to this day.
Mhm.
So that's it. But we never really had like crazy access. I will say, I guess like before COVID, we were in a really good spot to like have good things happen, and then COVID happened, and then everything got pushed back and delayed, and like our access kind of got like, they kind of like, went into the air, into thin air. But I don't know. I don't think us like getting too angry on them has like changed much for the most part.
I found out this year that IKF hates me.
I could see his dad hating me because didn't his dad go nuts on John Boy?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well,
I've
never said it. I've never said anything about him. Maybe it's just like he's taking up for Garrett Cole or something like that. I don't know. And I haven't even really talked that. I mean, what I've said cannot be undone at this point. Like I've gone in pretty hard on Garrett Cole, but I don't think I've said a fucking word about him this year. He'll give up home runs. I don't give a fuck. But yeah,
there's really nothing you can say.
Well, I mean, he still gives up homers, but
not to the rate last year.
It still gives him up. Like I'm just saying, even if he like gives up a home run, like I don't even like tweet him out anymore. But like, yeah, I guess IKF hates me, and I was like,
that's weird.
Yeah, I've never said anything about him.
He's like been. I mean, like, listen, there's no bright spots really. Like you can't like talk about bright spots of this team when they're in last place in Bull 500. But the way he's changed the perception of the fan base with him this year, and it's mainly because they're not forcing him to play a position he can't play. But he's been a nice utility role off the bench and like doing his thing. And I want to say he's hitting like 255 right now, something around there.
Mm-hmm.
He's done his job. He's been fine. He's almost a guy he's bordering on a point like I wouldn't hate if he's back next year in this role, but which is crazy because of how much in the doghouse he was last year. But they literally just saw a guy who was a Gold Glover, a third, and they were like, oh, he can play short. They just couldn't. It's just such a flaw in the organization. But yeah, that's weird that he hates. Does he have a blocked?
No, someone just told me that it's like in with the Yankees. He was like, yeah, they hate you in that clubhouse. And I was like, well, they should. And he's like, yeah, IKF can't stand you. And I was like, I've never said anything about him. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird
Of
that
all
he
the
said,
guys.
I think if he had just left it at they can't stand you in that clubhouse, I would have been like, well, yeah,
that
no
makes
shit.
sense. Yeah.
But to single out IKF, I was like, I don't think I've ever tweeted about that dude in my life. He's not.
I don't think I've ever seen you get on.
No.
What's
the point? Like, he's not like the guys that I get on are the guys that like make a lot of money and they're stars and like they're vibrant personalities and whatever. Like people that rub me the wrong way. Like
I almost
IKF
think
is
maybe
just
he has you. Anyway, he has you confused with me somehow.
Nah.
Like I'd be like, because you just haven't. I don't know if you've ever tweeted IKF.
I doubt it. I highly. If anything, I've like complimented him, being like, I think like the other day I was like, IKF's the best pitcher you guys got.
The fact that he didn't pitch in the Brave series was astonishing.
Yeah,
almost should get us a win.
Do you have a favorite memory from our time together, Eric?
Favorite memory?
Mm-hmm.
Probably something at Baseball Tavern, which is coming back, right?
Yeah, I can't. I was just saying that today. Yes.
You don't think you can do it?
No. I mean,
it's not gonna be the same vibes.
It's not gonna be the same. I think it's only gonna be one floor, and like, it's been what they shut it down. I think 2019 was like the swan song, and like, I don't think that 2023 Jared can get back to where 2019 Jared was. Like 2019 Jared was just.
Are you like washed up?
It's not that I'm washed up. I think I just like, it's been 4 years, but I feel like I've aged 15 years.
Okay. I actually, now when you were just saying, I was kind of just stalling to think of a real memory. I think mine would be, I don't remember the bar. It's on Lansdowne.
Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
I assume. Yeah.
Bill's Bar?
Me, you, and what?
Bill's Bar, the one that we did the shows at?
No.
Lansdowne Pub,
no.
The one that like you like
maybe that.
You broke
That's
the glass, you had blood on your hands?
Don't even remember that one.
That was during the World Series. Like, it was when Dallas was the facilitator of fun, and he got you shit faced.
Okay, so I was.
You're literally you broke like a shot glass, and your palm was bleeding, and you licked it.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of, we were in that bar.
Yeah.
During the Dallas Braden shit.
Yeah.
And he gave me a shot of something that it was like the 4 Horsemen shot or something.
Uh-huh.
And it was something that you had to chase milk with to feel better. But he had just given me like a hit of his like weed pen.
Yeah.
Which was from California, which
death.
was made by like the people who invented weed.
Yeah, it's death.
So it was like the strongest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on another planet, and then I took this shot, and he gave me this thing of milk, and I'm like, I've seen videos on YouTube of people who are like, oh, you drink milk and you auto puke like off this thing. So I didn't trust him.
Okay.
So I held the milk in my hand, and I remember it just like dissolving in my esophagus and just like legitimately ending my life. And he's like, no, I'm not fucking you. Drink the milk right now, like yelling at me. And then I did it, and then I think I like hit it under the table or something. It was very bad. That's our memory.
I don't even think I was there. So that's our.
No, you were definitely there. You were definitely there.
Maybe. I mean,
I wasn't there with Dallas alone.
I think you were, because when there was one game where I think, during the World Series, maybe we were inside and Dallas was responsible for being with you at the bar. Like me and
weren't we just at the World Series?
We did a live stream at Lansdowne, but I think there was one game we did like a.
Didn't we just go to the World Series though?
In LA, but in Boston.
Oh, in Boston, we were just in a bar.
Yeah, in Boston, I think we did the live stream for Game 1, and then I think Game 2, me and Coley went inside. But for Game 2, Dallas was with you as the facilitator of fun. So I think your favorite memory of me, you were so drunk, I wasn't even there.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Dallas. That crippled all my mental health that I had left.
Yeah.
I had 0 left after that. That was a really bad time.
Yeah, people forget.
good.
You know, you were my lucky charm, taking you with me for the entire 2018 postseason run.
Never again.
Got to
You
see
haven't won since.
neither of you.
No, but you definitely haven't. And then you guys destroyed the trophy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no one remembers that. No one brings it up that you guys destroyed the trophy during the parade.
That's fine. We fixed it. You know how many people?
No,
I can tell you.
no.
I can actually. I guess yeah. One of the World Series trophies, I won't say which one, somehow like got dropped down like I don't know if it was a trash chute or a laundry chute, and it was something like that. I don't know which one of the trophies it was, but trophies get fucked up all the time. Like there's no trophy curse at all.
Yeah, but yours on video.
Doesn't matter.
Pretty bad.
No. Broken trophy is a broken trophy. You can fix those.
Not when it's on video. And you haven't won since.
We've been rebuilding.
Mm.
That's what it's been.
This weekend's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good time for.
I'm not gonna watch, to be honest. I have my one of my best friends' batch parties, Atlantic City.
Okay.
I'm not gonna watch much. It's gonna be great. I've been watching like reluctantly, but like Garrett Cole's pitching Saturday, right? He's pitching Saturday.
Yeah.
That's the only one I really have interest in like paying attention to, just to see what Devers does. Like, hey, can we own Devers like one time?
No, it's not gonna happen for you. Sorry.
Probably not.
Tomorrow night's on fucking Apple TV.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm not watching. Yeah, dude. By the way, that's now back-to-back Apple TV games for me. It's so bad. They're so bad.
Oh no,
You don't even get Prime shit though. We have half our games are on Prime. It's horrible.
Oh no.
We haven't even announced our pitcher yet. I don't think.
No, you haven't. It's Bayo versus TBD, Cutter Crawford versus Garrett Cole. The Saturday game is 105?
Yeah, and then Sunday's
135?
130. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Apple TV?
I assume we're not Fox on Saturday for one, right?
Oh,
we are Fox Sports 1 on Saturday. Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Apple TV's terrible.
What did I do wrong? What did I see wrong?
Oh.
I love John.
Come on.
Yeah, Apple's brutal.
Have we had an Apple TV game yet this year,
Yankee
Jake?
Sox, no way. But yeah.
No, I'm saying like no, we haven't because I mean they're always on Friday night. So it's like if there's a Friday night like home game, I'm at Fenway, so I don't know that it's on Apple TV because I'm there. But fuck,
they suck.
Fucking I don't even know.
I mean, you get paid enough, you can buy Apple TV.
No, I'm gonna ask my sister for a password.
Oh my.
What else am I gonna use Apple? You think I'm gonna pay a subscription for one game? There's no shows on Apple TV that I watch. I don't watch shows.
You should watch Apple TV shows.
Like what? I watched
Silo is so good. Silo.
I watched the morning show when I was dying when I went home for Christmas in 2020. That was it.
Silo is so good. What's the Harrison Ford show?
Indiana Jones.
Fuck. No, that's a movie.
Okay.
Jason Segel, Harrison Ford.
I'm never gonna watch it, so don't even bother looking it up.
So good. Shrinking. So good. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
2 shows worthwhile. I'm not even like Apple TV is not paying me to say this. But
sounds like
they're very
it
good
is.
shows.
It sounds like it is.
I wish they were.
How has your life changed in the years that I've been gone?
I'm somehow the co-editor-in-chief of the company, so that's cool. I'm engaged.
That's weird.
Don't know if you had I don't think you had anything to do with that, but I am engaged now.
What do you mean I didn't have anything to do with it?
Like me knowing you and then me not knowing you, it's like you were holding me back from being engaged. I don't think that was the case.
If any way, I was helping you get engaged.
Okay. You groomed me to get engaged.
I lifted you up like Simba.
Okay. That's possible. You still yet to meet her, and I didn't invite you to my engagement party, but you do live in another state, so that's understandable.
I do live in another state, and I forget what was going on that weekend, but there's something that I couldn't.
I didn't invite you ahead of time, but it's okay.
Yeah, no. I know you did.
I'm sure you'll make it to the wedding in San Diego. I'm sure you will.
Why the fuck are you getting married in San Diego?
She lives there. Sure, her family's from there.
When is the wedding? What month is it in?
Oh, we haven't figured that
All right,
yet.
can you make it in the off season?
Oh. Hopefully.
What do you mean hopefully? She already wears
Like
the pants?
No, I'm saying like I don't have a date yet. Like I don't know when venues are.
Well,
open.
you're
Like,
saying hopefully is in like it might not be your
Like,
choice.
it's not going to be in the second half of the season.
Okay. Well,
Like if it's the first half of the season, I can live with that. Like
I can't.
All right, then you'll send a check.
I'll send a check, but I'd like to be there.
I know. Listen. I'm going on September to see venues, so I don't know any dates. I don't know anything. Don't even know years. So we're figuring that out.
All right. Figure it out, please. Do you guys live together?
Yeah.
Is she there right now?
Yeah.
Is she a Yankee fan?
She's a half Padre, half Yankee fan.
That's fair. I mean, they're in different leagues.
Yeah, and it kind of like she hates Juan Soto.
Well, if they played each other in the World Series, who is she rooting for?
Padres, I think.
Well,
but she likes my happiness. But I think she'd be a Padre fan. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like she would have to root for the Yankees because that would also be better for your like income. Like if you're selling merch bonuses, like
yeah. I think once she found that out, she'd probably root for the Yankees. She hates Juan Soto though. She thinks Juan Soto's the worst player in the league.
Well, I mean,
I think she only watched the first 2 months with Juan Soto, and then she just like
tuned
out and forgot that he's like 1,000 OPS guy.
Yeah, I feel like you could probably convert her to a full-time Yankee fan at this point.
Yeah, no, realistically, yeah, she just sees what they do to me, and I think she takes it out.
Yeah,
I'm just really sad all the time.
Yeah, when you guys have done streams for Yankee playoff games, did any part of you wonder if I would just randomly pop out of the background?
No, maybe when we were at that bar for the Astros, maybe. But like, if the Sox were in it, like I would have looked over my shoulder like every 3 seconds.
Yeah,
but you weren't. So
if there was because the answer to the question is if it was Red Sox Yankees, I would have showed up.
That would have been interesting with the current situation of our ownership of the company.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah. Well, the embargo has been lifted.
That's why I'm here.
How often have you had to show restraint and not tweeting me over the duration of the embargo?
Not. I like broke my rule a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, or like I tried to get like sneaky with it.
I don't think he cared at any point because I mean, like he basically.
But I'm just not like I am the guy that he'll always put me. He'll
make an example out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, Kevin.
But it was one time
during the entire World Baseball Classic. Kevin was tweeting with me the entire time.
There was one time I think you had a horrific loss this year, earlier in the year, before my team took a fucking nosedive into a fucking mountain.
Yeah,
and you had a horrific loss, and I was just like, if I had lost this way, I'd certainly be going for a walk right now. And like you had literally just tweeted you're going for a walk. I think that was like my like. Mm-hmm. Avenue around it. Mm-hmm. It was pretty funny, but like that's kind of all I tried because after that it was really sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
So that's about it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't think I had like too much restraint because I don't have much ground to stand on. To be honest with you, I kind of say how it is. We're really fucking bad.
Yeah.
we're bad at this sport.
100% bad. Yeah, never been worse. Maybe in your recollection.
At this
moment, how old were you in 95? 3?
2?
2? Yeah. So this is the worst team you've ever seen.
Yeah, I said that earlier. It's actually like funny. Like it's just like this is it.
Yeah.
I'm just experiencing rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how much worse it gets.
Do you have any? If the Yankees come back to being good again, do you have plans on making the Short Porch a regular podcast again?
No, because like that had nothing to do with how they were. That was more just me, Tommy, and Marty realizing like it was more of a hobby at this point, and our producers went on to do other shit, and like they were reallocated to like bigger podcasts because we were limited to what we could do, like like our reach and all that, and we would have loved to keep doing it. We do it once a month, just like kind of just a proof of life thing, and I would love to talk. Honestly, like to be fair, my mental health would be even worse if I was talking about this team once a week. Yeah. So like it's almost for the better, but it had nothing to do with the performance. Like we agreed before the year, like we were going to do a bigger TikTok embrace, short videos on Instagram and all that. And yeah, if they were to make the playoffs, we'd probably do like, after every game, like we were doing in previous years, but that ain't happening. So, but it never had anything to do with performance. It was just more like job situation.
Do you remember when we met?
We went to Chipotle, right? Yep. That was when I was early. I was so early in the office that I was scared to like get lunch far away from the office. So I just went to Chipotle on the corner like every day.
Same.
And eventually my body revolted against Chipotle to the point where like bad things happened in my stomach. So yeah, I think that was it.
That was it.
We just went to Chipotle. We just went to Chipotle a lot.
I don't even think we went together. I think I went there and you went there, and then you introduced yourself to me in the Chipotle. You're like
that's probably yeah. And then there you go.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you remember that.
Listen, man, I was so scared of like as an intern, like an unpaid intern, like I didn't have many options. And hey, you like baseball? All right, sure. Let's do this thing. And here we are.
I feel like if the Red Sox and Yankees are ever good again at the same time, if we were ever to make content again, I don't know that we can top what we've already done, because I feel like we're just not that person anymore.
I don't know. I think I could dial it back to there.
I don't know if I can. I'm very mellow now. Like I haven't yelled about sports probably. I mean, like 2021 during the playoffs, like I was big into it and I was kind of going nuts. But like it's like when you go to a game and you try to make content, you need the other person. Like I didn't have a Hubs for the 2021 run. It was the Astros and the Rays. So like you're just kind of there going nuts. But like I don't know. Maybe I could find that. It's almost like
so you need me.
Yeah, like I need to like channel.
That's nice to hear. It's nice to hear that I'm needed.
Yeah, that's like nice. Inner. I guess I don't know what it is. The rocket.
I still
character.
got it. I mean I'm not. You're acting like you're fucking years older than me. You're a little bit older. I think we could still run it back.
You think so?
I think so. But here's my next question: like, when do you honestly think the next year we're both going to be good? And by good I mean let's say both over 93 wins.
I think sometime within the next 5 years. I think we'll get one before we're 40. I think we'll
I'm not even 30 yet, so we'll fucking hope so.
Yeah, I think we'll get one before I'm 40. I've got 6 seasons left.
What do you mean you have? Oh, until you're 40.
Yeah,
okay. I was like, until you retire? Like what?
Well, I mean, I might do that. I'm only trying to play until I'm 40, and then I'm gonna hang it up.
I mean, yeah. Ideally, financially that makes sense. Sure.
Well, I can live well below my means. I lived in a jail cell in New York City.
Where do you live now? Are you in Saugus or are you in the city?
I'm in the town over.
From where?
From Saugus.
I said two cities. Oh, Saugus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to go out after the party?
If you'd like to.
I would love to.
Yeah. What is that? So like the next day, I will say, I've got a motherfucker of a day. So that's next Wednesday. And then the day after that, I have baseball is dead at 11. The Red Sox are on at 2. Then I'm playing in a charity baseball game at 7. And then we're doing this podcast after that. So I've got a motherfucker.
All those things you could do hungover.
But maybe. Maybe.
The softball game for sure.
It's a baseball game.
Oh. Like how hard are they throwing?
They're like D3 college baseball players.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's for charities, for the kids.
That sounds... Kids are great. We love
Trust
the
me,
kids.
I don't want to, like, I was saying this.
Where is that? Is that a Fenway?
It's in Cambridge. And I played in it a few times before, but I was saying this the other day when I went to yesterday when I went to the Savannah Bananas game, and I didn't do any baseball activities. I just was like sticking around with the bat that they light on fire. But I was like, yeah, like next week I have to actually play in a game. And I was like, it's just, I don't know why baseball is the one sport that, like, if you cover it, they make you play it. Like, Ian Rappaport is not throwing on the fucking shoulder pads and going out there and doing Oklahoma drills. Like, you just don't see other people that the sport that they cover. It's like, all right, now go play it. Like, as a 34-year-old podcaster, I'm not in baseball shape. Like, I can't just get on the mound and throw fucking splitters and curveballs. Like, it just doesn't work like that. And you can't just get in the batter's box and barrel up fucking 91 when you haven't seen. Last time I saw live pitching was when we did the Field of Dreams game in the summer of 2021, and then before that, it was probably in 2010. The last time I played like organized baseball.
I don't remember the last time I've seen a real. Yeah, no.
And then you get in the box. You get in the box, and then you strike out, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you cover baseball?" It's like, yes, I cover baseball. I do not professionally play baseball.
Yeah. The last time I think I even swung a bat was I was in the cages at Yankee Stadium with Bernie Williams taking BP. That was it. But that wasn't like live pitching.
No. Well, and then when I was at the MLB
cool.
Combine in Phoenix, they had me take batting practice in front of the best amateur players in the fucking world. And MLB Network posted the first round, which is just like I hadn't swung a bat in God knows how long. So I'm just warming up. I look fucking horrendous. But my feet looked horrendous. I was hitting balls off the L screen, but by the last round, I was whacking them to center field. No video footage of that, but they pulled the data, 93 mile per hour exit velocity. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't think I could ever get to that. I will say it's crazy that someone can watch you for like 10 seconds and be like, you're doing something wrong. Let me fix that. Oh, you're swinging better now.
Yeah.
Bernie, I always had this like insane like A-Rod leg kick. He's like, just don't do that.
Don't do that.
He's just like, why are you doing this leg kick? Like, it's just like fucking all you haven't played in 10 years. Like, just stop this timing like mechanism. And then I just started roping balls. He's like, see? I'm like, yeah, you're Bernie Williams. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're Bernie Williams.
Can you just be the hitting coach of the Yankees, please? Because like we all fucked this up. I'm Dana B just asked me to be in a basketball league, and I don't know physically if I could get through.
Yeah, like when we did the softball league, that was fine. It's like, all right, like I don't need to have the eye to barrel up 91, but like I can stand out in the outfield and catch a lazy fly ball, and I can.
Can you though? Because I think you dropped a few.
Well, that was brand new glove. It's the glove's fault. Glove was stiff as fuck. Brand new glove.
That was awesome.
Brand new glove. Give me a glove that works, and I'll catch the ball. My first at bat, I almost knocked the fucking wall down. Got a single because I'm not running hard out of the box. That's not what I'm trying. That's not what I'm here for.
We can't have that effort.
Well,
that's brutal.
You know what you're signing up for. I'm either going to hit a home run or I'm going to hit a single because I'm not running hard. I got to save my hamstrings.
I will say, having to stretch after everything is so fucking brutal.
I don't stretch
at this age.
I don't stretch.
It's just, I know, but I'm like, if you don't, you know you're waking up the next day sore.
I don't get sore because I still work out.
I don't do that.
Yeah, we know. Do you want to?
I have a gym in my apartment, in my building. I don't use it though. I used to.
I have a gym in my house. I use it every day.
You showing enough. Yeah, I get it.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You want to come check it out when you're here?
I would like to.
Yeah, you should come by the house.
How far is it from
like
where
20 minutes.
the party is?
20 minutes.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
Because I get in early.
You get in early on Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, then just come over.
You know how to tie a bow tie?
No, we can YouTube it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure
All
it
right,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we got
Great.
Baseball's Dead at 11 that day, and then the show is not till 7. We can drive in together, come here, you can get ready, get changed. Got a room for you. You can meet my dog.
Your apartment, yeah. Oh,
No, I
dog?
don't have a dog. I lied about that.
You lied about having a dog?
Yeah, I have a dog shower.
You have a dog shower, but
Mhm.
not a dog.
No, don't have a dog yet.
Are you in the market for a dog? I'm in
Yeah.
the market for a dog.
Yeah, I'm in the market for a dog. Yeah.
We're either going Cavapoo or multi-poo.
I'm sorry?
Cavapoo or multi-poo?
Never heard of those poos.
Never heard of those.
Mm-mm.
My fiance wants you dead.
Yeah, I've never heard of those. I want a golden doodle.
You want a golden doodle? Those are cute.
Yeah. Shane Bieber has, I think, 2 golden doodles.
He's Tommy John?
I don't know. I didn't see that. I know he's been hurt, but I don't know if he's officially.
He's screwed.
I don't know if he's under the knife or anything, but yeah,
Should have got a Cavapoo.
he's got 2 golden doodles. That's what I'm going to be going for. 2 golden doodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, not 1.
We'll start with 1. I want to name the first dog that I get. I want to name him Carlos.
Rodon?
No, Carlos the dog.
Okay. What about the second dog?
Haven't gotten that far yet. 1 dog at a
Okay.
time. Yeah.
You just set on Carlos, though.
Yes. Yeah. Well, because I wanted to name my first child Carlos.
But you're not going to have kids.
I don't know. Maybe. It's
Who would you
possible.
have
It's
kids
possible.
You're not going to have kids.
I might have. I think I could be a good dad.
I think you're going to adopt.
You think I'm going to adopt?
Yeah, you're going to go on Dominican and adopt like an 8-year-old.
I've been saying that for quite some time. Yeah.
It's the smart move.
Yeah. But I think
It's better that it's a way better chance of winning the lottery than like playing the lottery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go get it.
I think that there's a chance. I think that there's a chance that I think I've evolved as a person over the last couple of years. I've been more
I'll be the judge of that on Wednesday.
yeah. Yeah, I'm more just
I don't judging this
laid back.
conversation, I really don't see like a whole difference.
visually maybe.
Audibly as well.
Audibly, I haven't yelled at you. I
No,
haven't
but
insulted you once, I don't think.
You playing audios left and right.
I haven't done that.
The umpire's back.
I didn't do that.
You just I
didn't do that.
Yeah.
You asked for that. I didn't do that. Jake's the producer.
You have him at gunpoint.
No. Jake's a happy employee. Jake, you happy?
Thrilled over it.
He's fucking pumped.
I haven't seen a smile out of him yet.
He's smiling right now.
That's a grin. A chuckle, maybe.
Jake was there the night that the Red Sox won the World Series, right?
Yeah, I was there in LS.
Did you see Hub's stupid ass fucking face?
I was like right behind you guys, pretty much.
Did you? So you saw everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
This is what I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
Jake was there. He saw it. Did you meet?
Yeah.
Did you meet Hubs in person
I met both of you guys.
that night?
Yeah, I just came up to you. I was like, that was fucking sick. And I was like, tough on Hubs.
This is what I want.
Yeah. Well, listen, hey, Jake's he's a very hard worker.
I do. I'm fond of Jake's work. I do. Like when I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, good stuff.
There you go.
I don't hate Jake. I don't have. Yeah, like he's definitely not like starting to hate him through these audio plays.
Well, he's a great person.
Playoffs are just around the corner, so it's time to help your team out by sticking to your lucky rituals. Like the ritual of enjoying an ice-cold Blue Moon while the game is on. Blue Moon was born in a ballpark, first brewed at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. Make it your one-of-a-kind baseball tradition whether you're at the park or watching from home. I'm heading down to New York here in a couple hours. I'm going to be down there for Sox Yanks the whole weekend, and you bet your ass I'll be sipping some Blue Moons in the bleachers out there. I'm sure Hubs has been drinking his fair share of Blue Moons this year with the Yankees being an absolute catastrophe, and I'm hoping I can just have some celebratory brews when the Red Sox sweep the Yankees this weekend. Because with its refreshing flavor with Valencia orange peel for subtle sweetness and hints of coriander, Blue Moon Belgian-style wheat ale is a one-of-a-kind beer that's made brighter. It's carefully crafted and full-flavored with refreshing notes and a smooth, creamy finish. Blue Moon was brewed by baseball to give you a dose of nostalgia and get you excited for the new season. Why strike out with the same old beer when you can get something one-of-a-kind? Its bold flavor, bright color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantee a one-of-a-kind beer experience perfect for spring weather. Best served with its signature orange garnish to showcase its beautiful bright color. A beer this good only comes around once in a blue moon, but you can enjoy it all season long. Brighten up your baseball traditions with Blue Moon Belgian-style wheat ale. It's one of a kind every time. Check out shop.bluemoonbrewingcompany.com for baseball merch and visit get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket to find Blue Moon delivery options. That's get.bluemoonbeer.com/rocket. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado Ale.
Also, remember when you hired that intern to like run your social and his whole thing was like, hire me to do your social. I hate Jared. And he like actually did.
Oh.
Remember that guy? You didn't end up hiring him.
Yeah, that was just like, yeah. Oh, he was doing a test run.
Yeah.
You didn't believe this from me. He was doing a test run, and I told him like not tweet anything, and he just tweeted. I was like, just send me what you would tweet in this instant. Just like give me a mojo of what you're doing. He just like tweeted at you. I'm like, yeah, it's like just not what I wanted to happen.
Yeah.
And then it looked like whatever he tweeted. I forget. I don't remember what he said.
Me neither.
But it was just not. I was just like, it ended up looking like I think I tweeted it off my burner or something. It was a bad look for me. And I was just like, yeah, don't do this, dude. Like, why? Just text me and just stop. It was just a bad moment.
Yeah. I think he was like running like a dummy account to be like, this is how I would run the short porch.
And it was so clearly like, it looked like I was tweeting off a burner, basically.
Yeah. And he tweeted at me like talking shit. And I think I like responded.
I was like, dude, just tweet the fucking highlights.
It's like, look, I got engagement. It's like, oh yeah, good job, dude.
I was like, dude, just like tweet. I just want you to tweet highlights and a caption. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't tweet it, Jared.
Yeah. I mean, good for him.
I hadn't remembered that in a while, so good job.
Yeah, there you go. All right. We'll go over a little preview and then you can go to bed. Well, you don't go to bed this early. Anyway.
No, I have to wake up at 6:30.
Jesus Christ. All right.
They want to beat traffic, these lunatics. That's fine.
Beat traffic for what?
Atlantic City, the drive.
All right. On Apple TV.
Oh,
Brian Bayo versus TBD. And then on
TBD,
Saturday, Cutter Crawford, pitcher. Garrett Cole. And then the Red Sox didn't name a starter for Sunday.
Who'd you throw Tuesday?
Oh, God. What day is today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Who went Tuesday?
Pavetta.
Yeah. Maybe it's Pavetta or a bullpen game.
Oh, I thought I saw Pavetta scheduled against Clark, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know.
That's what. Yeah, I see Pavetta Clark.
Okay. I don't even want to go over the notes. The Red Sox are 5-1.
There's not even notes to like have.
No, Red Sox are 5-1 against the Yankees this year, outscoring them 32-15.
Judge play any of those games?
Probably.
He definitely didn't play the last series. So did he play the first series?
Bayo faced the Yankees on back-to-back starts this year, June 11th and June 18th. Both of them were 7 innings. First one, 3 hits, 2 earned. Second one, 4 hits, 1 earned with 8 strikeouts. In 4 career starts against the Yankees, he has a 1.44 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. And the Red Sox are 13-7 when he pitches this year. Some Garrett Cole notes.
Judge has not faced the Red Sox.
No, interesting. Garrett Cole this year faced the Red Sox on June 9th. 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, gave up a home run, hit a guy, and took an L. Cole allowed a season-high 14 balls in the air in this game. Interesting.
Yeah, we don't score from him, so 2 runs is not enough.
Yankees are 16-9, and they've lost 3 of his last 4.
Oh, yeah, we don't score.
No, you guys suck. All right. Yeah, we don't have to go deep into the numbers here. You got to go to bed. Prediction time.
Yeah, wait. So Friday, we don't have a starter name. I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing. Seems like you haven't known what you're doing all year.
Yeah, no. Is it gonna be Brito? Because we sent Randy down tonight. I get, and Nestor's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I
wish it was Severino. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, you missed Sevy.
I texted Frankie. He didn't answer.
About what?
Just
like thoughts on ruining his life?
No, about Luis Severino. I'm
saying I'm ruining Severino's life.
On August 4th, Friday, August 4th, I sent him a screenshot of a tweet from Max Goodman. After getting booed off the field, coming out in the fifth, Luis Severino sat down at the very end of the Yankees dugout. A couple of players and coaches went over to pick him up. Severino hasn't moved a muscle since then. He's just sitting in the corner alone. And I sent him that screenshot and I said, I hope you're happy.
Dude, he literally ruined his life.
Mm-hmm.
In DC, in the All-Star game.
Yep. I was there. I saw it. I was like less than a foot away from the scene of the crime.
It's one of the crazier moments ever.
Yeah. He went up to Luis Severino. He like grabbed his lat and then like just worked his way down his body and like slapped his ass. He's like, hey man, big fan. And Luis Severino has quite literally never been the same since then. So
nope.
It's unfortunate, but he's not pitching in this series.
Thank God. I generally don't know who we're pitching. I'm going to guess it might be a bullpen game. That'd be especially because coming off the day off. That's my only guess. And maybe we get like Johnny Brito bulk game. You're pitching who on Friday?
Friday's Bayo.
Bayo. Okay. Saturday's who?
Saturday is Cutter. Cutter versus Cole.
Okay. Should be a big favorite now, I guess, if we score. And then Sunday. I'm gonna guess it's 1-1 going into Sunday. I say you win Friday, we win Saturday. That seems simple to me. I don't know. What do you think? Who's the one who always predicts sweeps on this stupid podcast?
That would be Jake.
Oh, aren't you? You predict one?
Yeah, this should be an easy sweep this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a sweep. It's definitely a sweep.
Good. I needed that. It's like the only social media I see from this is like when you just shit on him when he predicts a sweep.
No.
What's the record?
We never shit on Jake for sweeps. We always.
What's the record when he does predict a sweep? It's not good.
When he predicts the Red Sox to get swept.
No.
I'm saying when he predicts the other team to sweep the Red Sox have swept that series all but once.
Okay, but that's not happening here.
No, he did not go reverse sweep this time. You just fucking heard him.
Yeah. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Apple TV.
Woo! Catch the fever. I don't know. I think it's gonna go.
So wait, hold on. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So you are at the moment.
Yep.
3.5 back.
Out.
Okay. 3 in the loss.
Yep.
Which I always say is more important. I battled you and Coley for years on that.
It is.
This benefits you in this argument.
Yeah.
If you were to lose 2 of 3, do you lose all hope?
I already declared the season dead after they got swept by the Blue Jays.
Oh, so you're cooked. Oh, so you're out.
I didn't say console, but I don't really like
same thing.
The juices aren't flowing. It's not the same thing. Like I'm kind of just like
no. But I'm saying I said the same thing. I don't like saying the word console.
Yeah.
But I said after the Miami Sunday loss, like if you had any hope, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. After they got swept by Toronto at Fenway, when they could have, taken 2 out of 3.
And you dominated them all year to that point.
They hadn't lost a game to them all year to that point.
Right. Right. Also, your schedule gets a lot harder.
Yeah, you've got Houston for 7.
Like you had 10 easy games.
Yep.
Like that was and you only won 6-4, which is like, I guess you're alive, but like you needed to really go 8-2 in my mind.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I think we have like a 15% chance of making the playoffs.
Dude, you have us at Houston, Dodgers, Houston. That's not good. I mean, we're not good, but like that's not an easy stretch by any means, especially in New York.
Your playoff odds as of
our
going into
3%
this series
would be my guess. 3%?
2.3%.
Hey,
the Red Sox are at 10.3%.
I bet after this stretch you have through August 30th,
It'll be
we're the same.
Yeah, it'll be like
same percentage.
No, yours will still be worse. But
okay, but you're gonna be significantly lower than you are right now.
I just don't want to finish last. You know what? At this point, fuck it. Give me the better draft pick.
I don't care anymore. Like, for me, it's just like, what? Oh, Red Sox fans make fun of me a little bit. All right. If it makes us, I honestly, like Tommy said this like a month ago. He's just like, he wants the organization to be embarrassed as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
If it means finishing last and below 500 and below you guys,
yeah.
For like, fine,
Yeah.
I can deal with it because like, if they were even to sneak in right now, I just saw what they were against a real playoff team.
Yeah.
Against the Braves, they were nowhere near the same class.
Yeah,
like,
you guys suck.
we're-
We still scored
Yeah.
7 runs. So you know what? You know what, Jake?
It's the Nationals.
You know what, Jake?
You're gonna say it, aren't you? You say sweep?
You know what? You know what I'm gonna say, Hubs? You know what I'm gonna say right now? I'm gonna say the Red Sox are gonna fucking sweep the fucking Yankees
Suck on it.
this weekend at Yankee Stadium in your fucking face, Hubs.
Let's go,
Oh
Red
yeah,
Sox.
the
Let's go,
fucking Red Sox are
Let's
gonna
go,
beat
Red
that
Sox.
pinstripe
Go
fucking
Red
ass. 3 straight. I got to sweep. I got to
You
sweep.
don't believe that.
Oh yeah, I do. I just said it.
Suck on it.
I believe it.
Goodness
Mhm.
gracious.
Yeah.
Hey, good for you.
What,
Good
well,
for
you didn't.
being-
You didn't put it. You said that there was going to be 1-1 going into Sunday. So what do you have? Who wins on Sunday?
Oh, I'm not saying we have little fun fact for you before I say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
The Yankees haven't won a series against a team that's not the team that's not the Royals or A's
Since like
since
June.
June 25th.
June 25th. Yeah, you guys fucking suck. This is an easy sweep. Yeah, this is a sweep.
I'm not. We're gonna lose 2 or 3.
Okay, that's an honest.
I think we
prediction.
win the Cole game.
Maybe. How's your?
Considering we don't even have a pitcher for Friday at the moment, can't really like pencil that one in.
Yeah.
So like in my mind, they're going full bullpen Friday.
Yep.
Praying Cole goes like deep into Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and then Sunday like Clark, like do your thing.
Sunday, you need God.
And we probably don't have him on our side
No.
at the moment.
Mm-mm.
I do like Clark though. See, I don't like saying, you know what? Fuck it. Yankees 2 or 3. Because honestly, our 2 best pitchers are happen to be pitching in the series. Cole and Clark. Clark's been really good besides the Braves. So I'm going to say Yankees 2 or 3. And that's crazy to say because they haven't won a series in June 25th, and I acknowledge that, and they don't score runs. But I'm just... Who are you pitching Sunday? Pivetta? He hasn't been pitching great, right? Lately?
No, he has.
No.
Yes, he has.
No. His last
Yes,
start,
he
he
has.
sucked. His last start, he sucked, didn't he?
He gave up 4 runs, but it was all in the same inning. He had 1 bad inning. That was it.
So that doesn't excuse the start.
Yes, it does.
His last 4 appearances, he's a 5.23 ERA.
Citrus Hills. Fuck this.
I just like that's a stat.
Yeah, he's been good.
He was good. He was amazing before that.
Yeah, the bullpen.
So now you're starting.
Well, he's not been named to start. Maybe Bernardino comes out of the bullpen, goes 2,
That's
and
not
then
a real
Penvetta
person.
comes out of there.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 or 3
All right.
Yankees.
All right.
I don't really mean it, but I'm gonna say it.
It's a sweep for the Red Sox.
Okay.
So
Now I have something to text you about on Sunday.
yeah, I hope you do. I hope you do because I miss talking baseball with you. I miss our back and forths talking about Red Sox and Yankees baseball.
I do. Hey, Saturday we can do it in person.
Saturday?
That's not what I meant to say.
Yeah, are you good, dude?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's 12:30. It's Wednesday. I said Saturday. We're talking about weekends.
Uh-huh.
Wednesday. we can do it in person.
Wednesday, I'll see you, and we can talk
You're
about.
gonna dress up?
Oh yeah, I already have an outfit picked out.
So do I.
I ordered a shirt for this. I ordered socks for this.
See, that's so funny. Like, you can easily run back that bullshit outfit you wore that you got like ridiculed for.
Yeah.
But like, you're still kind of scared of Dave.
I'm not. It's not that I'm scared of Dave. It's more that I want to wear this out. Like, I want to look good now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I think
I'm
in
not
the back
doing
of
it out
your head,
fear.
you're like, I don't want Dave to be like, oh, I'm invited to this again. Like, I don't want to like fuck him over.
No, because I mean, I think it would be funny if I wore exactly what I wore.
Really funny.
Yeah, like,
really funny.
It would be funny if I did that. But
Which was just what, a light blue shirt?
It was a mint shirt with cream pants. But what I maintain is that, like, when I first moved to New York, I would wear gym shorts, socks and sandals, and like a graphic t-shirt. So what I was wearing on the red carpet was a big step up from what I was normally accustomed to wearing.
Right.
I
But
thought
not
I was
Dave's-
dressed up.
Not on Dave's face.
Yeah. I thought I was dressed up.
We
for
are
me.
wondering if there's any new people that will fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that dumb.
I don't know. Maybe.
Chicago office, maybe, but like I don't think there's
how many
any
people
new.
are going.
I don't have an answer for you, but I think a lot of people.
Am I the only former employee that was invited?
I think.
I don't know.
I don't have an answer for you, but I want one person to fuck up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Just be fun.
Yeah. I just want Dave to be mad at somebody.
And it not to be me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited.
It'd be
though.
nice.
It's been nice
Yeah.
to have the Forbidden Door opened. I know Kirk's mad at me because I haven't gone on a show yet, but I know that like that's like at least a 4-hour commitment to which after reading you my schedule, and that's like every fucking day, I just haven't had the 4 hours to put aside to do it. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And we'll figure it out. But yeah, I went on Bob's show. I did Barstool Radio. You're on. I called RDT today for Baseball is Dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's insufferable with the Orioles. We're gonna have to kill him.
Well, they're a good team.
Yeah. Don't like him.
Yeah. All right. You need to go to bed. Jake's takes.
I just want on record, the whole reason I'm going this weekend is because I just don't even want to figure out the Apple TV thing. I figured it'd just be easier to drive from Boston, New York, get a hotel room, and just go to the game.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Jake's takes are always top notch. They're always A+.
Are you going to all 3 games?
I'm just going Friday, Saturday.
Okay. That makes sense.
How much were the tickets, Jake?
I actually said we should wait to buy tickets till after they got swept by the Braves. It's like $20 to sit in the bleachers.
Oh, perfect. That's smart.
Yeah.
Jake's smart. Smart kid.
That's an intelligent take.
Mm-hmm. Smart man. Hubs, any final thoughts here today?
I don't have much. I've kind of said all. I'm out of breath. I'm exhausted. Wish me luck in Atlantic City.
Yeah, good luck in Atlantic City. Don't get arrested. And
Don't
then
plan it. It's not my bachelor party, so I'm going to let somebody else get.
Okay. Yeah, just be safe so that you can make it to Wednesday.
Wednesday, not Saturday. Yep.
Wednesday.
Yep. Excited.
Wednesday.
Can't wait.
I will see
Can't wait to see you in person, pal.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. When's the last time I
I've
saw
seen you one time. It was in Fenway. It was the day that Joey Gallo hit the inside the park home run.
Oh, what the hell? My internet cut out, and in the 7 seconds that I was gone, Hubs just dipped. So it's just going to be an awkward close to the podcast. I know I feel bad because I put out a tweet being like, hey, ask questions and I'll answer them on the solo podcast. And I ended up doing 2 hours with Hubs. So maybe I'll just save those questions and we can come back to them with Tyler at some point. They were good questions. Like there were some, unless like, you want to rip through like a couple here, Jake?
Yeah, we could do a couple.
Yeah, let's just do a couple. Because I don't want to leave people hanging. Steve Peralt from Hingham said, is there a TV on your toilet? Not on my toilet. No, just, it was just in the bathroom. Hubs is texting me now. My internet dropped out for 2 seconds and you were gone. Anyways, next question. Hardest part of the job. This is from Riley. Hardest part of the job, aside from the dope experiences and connections made, I'm sure it's not always sunshine and rainbows. The hardest part of the job is probably the time commitment for sure. It's a lot of days. It is wake up at 8, start work at 9. And like right now it's 12:36 a.m. It's finish at like 12:30, 1 a.m. Go to bed and like do it all over again. Like there's some like, that's why like, you know, I tweeted the video of my shower TV and everyone's like, oh, that's unnecessary. No, dude. Like sometimes the only time I have to shower, just do basic human things, I still have to be watching the game. So yeah, I'd say the time commitment, and it's on weekends too, but it's fun. Like I'm not complaining, but you know, when it gets down to having a personal life, like that can be difficult at times. Nathan said, realistically, do the Sox have a shot at a sweep in New York? I picked a sweep. So did Jake. Laura asked, what are Casas and Duran like personally? Love them as players and wonder how they are in real life, their roles in the clubhouse, etc. Love the pod. I can't speak to too much about like what Casas is like. I kind of only like observe him from afar, but he's definitely like a free spirit if I had to describe him in any way. He's kind of just like a big golden retriever. Like he is harmless. It looks like he's a giant. He's a kind, gentle giant is what he is. And he beats to his own drum and he doesn't care what you think about him. And he's super nice. Duran, I feel like I've talked about him, like, you know, personally, just from my experiences with him. I feel like we're a lot alike in some way. I feel like he's a lot alike what I was like at his age. I mean, like, I'm not that much older than him, but he's like 26. I feel like our brain is sort of wired the same way, where it's like, you know, we may not always respond to high pressure situations the best way. We may not always I don't know. I feel like he's going to mature over the next 4 years or so. Like once he hits 30, I think he's going to look back and see that he's just in a much more peaceful place. And I know that right now, like the mental health stuff is going on with him. So obviously we wish him well and all that. And I don't know, I'm not going to like go into detail, but like, yeah, like, you know, we're friends. We communicate about things. So he's someone that I think is kind of going through it right now, but I think that he's going to come out on the other side of it. And I think the fans will see that when he gets there. Rank all the random shortstops that played for the Sox in the time between Nomar left and Xander started, or favorite one. I don't know that I can rank all of them, but like since Nomar, so basically, I guess it would probably be like Orlando Cabrera, like really quick off the bat. Like there was, like it's definitely not Julio Lugo, RIP. It's definitely not Steven Drew. It's definitely not Edgar Renteria. So yeah, I'd probably go Orlando Cabrera, my favorite. What's your favorite scary movie franchise of all time? Halloween, obviously. I have Halloween movie posters in my house. I have Halloween like artwork, like original artwork. Yeah, big Halloween guy. Why does Tyler get a pass for attending one game a year? The kid acts like Brockton is in Eastern Europe. I don't think he gets a pass. I think we rip on him all the time for not going to enough games. But then again, at the end of the day, I think he ruined the season. When he did go, the season ended. So he kind of cursed the entire season. There are other good questions that I'll revisit, because a lot of them are like more broad. Like I would like to involve Tyler in some of these. Like what's the opening day roster for the Red Sox look like in 2024 is one that I just saw. I feel like you know, we can definitely do something like that with Tyler, where we're kind of just like breaking the whole thing down. What else do we get? Outside of 2018, what year was your favorite of the podcast / has the best memories? If I couldn't do 2018, I would probably do 2021. That was cool with the live show that we did at Kowloon. It was kind of like it was kind of our send off without knowing that it was our send off. Like Coley was there, Steve was there, Pat Light was there, Hubs was there, Marty, Tommy. Yeah, so like we did like that. I think it was like a Red Sox Yankees game where we did it for, and then just like the postseason run was basically our last hurrah together. Like after the Red Sox got eliminated, that's when Steve was done with the show. Have you ever muted Coley? No. God. I would never do that. How much money? Julia asks, how much money would it take for you to be Wally for a full game? I don't want to say, because then like I feel like they would be like, hey, we saw you said, do you want to do it? I don't know. I feel like I would probably do it for free. Like if they wanted to pay me, I would accept payment. But I feel like being Wally for a game would be pretty cool. I don't know that I would see. Like when I went to the Savannah Bananas, I didn't dance. I was like, I don't want to do any of the TikTok dances or anything like that. But if you're in a Wally costume, you can dance all you want because no one knows that it's you. I wouldn't tell them until after. Blake asked, can we hear the full Winkowski dugout story? I don't know, Jake. Should I tell them that story?
I feel like it's an off-season story.
Yeah. Yeah. I could probably tell it in the off season. I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to give him the rest of the season to approach me and have a conversation with me so that we can talk out our differences. I'm not just going to go because I am, like I said to Hubs earlier, I feel like I am. 2018 Jared would have already told you the story. 2018 Jared would have already gone scorched earth on Josh Winkowski for being a dick. And 2023 Jared is a man of understanding and a man of patience. So I'm giving him until the end of the season to have a conversation with me. If he wants to talk it out, great. If he doesn't, then I will tell the story in the offseason. Free agent of your adulthood you wish the Sox had gotten. The first name that comes to mind is Kevin Gausman, but I don't think that that's the correct answer. What do you think, Jake? Who is like the one free agent you wish the Red Sox got that they didn't get?
Xander Bogaerts would have been cool.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Would you rather have 07 or win in 2008? That's a great question. I've never heard it phrased like that before. Would you rather have 07 or win in 08? I mean, was there anyone on the 08 team? No, because I mean, probably not. Because Manny wouldn't have gotten his second one. Like, I feel like that's important. I mean, Pedroia winning in 08 would have meant that he won a World Series in his MVP year. Like, that's pretty cool. By the way, happy birthday, happy 40th to Dustin Pedroia. I texted him this morning and said, happy birthday. I was like, I can't believe you're 40. And he said he has another 80 years in him. And I was like, all right, we'll see. We'll see. I believe him. He's yet to call a shot and miss. I'm probably going to keep 07. That was a cool year. That was like a big launching. Yeah, because 07, when they won in 07, like that's when like my blog took off. So having that earlier start was beneficial for my career for sure. Some of these are more just like off-season questions. Like we can revisit that stuff with Tyler. Favorite non-championship season besides 2021? Non-championship season. So, I mean, 2003 was a lot of fun. Like I remember, like everyone obviously remembers 2003 for the Aaron Boone home run and how it ended. But that was just one night. That was just one moment. That's just how it ended. But the ride to get there, fuck, that was an awesome time. The cowboy up thing. Like, I remember like the Red Sox Yankees stuff back in those days, like 99 to 04. I've always compared it to, like, if you wore Red Sox shit, it was like gang colors. Like, if you wore Yankee shit around, like, you would see these people out and be like, are we about to throw it? You don't even have to see a bad look from someone. You'd be like, are we about to throw down right now? That's how bad it was. Like, I remember I was 2003. I think I was a freshman in high school. And we went to the Topsfield Fair. And we were walking around, like, me and my friends were wearing Red Sox shit. And we, like, walked up on these kids that were wearing Yankee shit. And those were the vibes. We just, like, made eye contact. And we were like, all right, who's throwing the first punch? Like, that's what it was like back then. And it was because the Red Sox were really good and the Yankees were really good. So I mean, I miss that. I mean, like, it was a season where you had an unbelievable offense. The bullpen was fine. Pedro was nasty. It was a very fun year. And without 2003, then you don't have 2004. And I think a lot of the guys on the team would agree with that. Why have you not been to Camden Yards? I've been to Camden Yards probably the most out of any ballpark besides Yankee Stadium. That was like Camden Yards was my first non-Fenway ballpark that I went to. I went there in 2001 for Cal Ripken Jr.'s final season. Or was it 2000? 2001. I think it was 2001, yeah. Jared, when are you coming to Atlanta? Probably not the off season. Probably for the playoffs. That's the goal. Should Dwight Evans be in the Hall of Fame? Yes. Tony on the boat. Big troll in my mentions. Blocked him the other day. And I said, I have a policy. Like, you can chirp all you want. You can talk shit. But once you spam, that's going to get you a block. I've blocked like less than 100 people in 15 years of being on Twitter. But if you just post the same thing over and over and over again in my replies, that's annoying. That's spam. You're going to get a block for that. Tony and I agreed. I was like, hey, you can talk shit all you want, but don't spam. We have a mutual understanding. And Tony's going to get back to talking shit like he does. He says, Jared, who's your favorite Twitter burner and why is it Tony on the boat? Because I think game recognized game, where how many people have someone that relentlessly just like talk shit about them, and he like gets personal with it too. Like, he'll say like personal shit, be like, yeah, you fucking, like, all you care about is yourself and you make everything about you and blah 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 blah. Like, he genuinely doesn't like me. And I was like, Tony, if we can just come to an agreement that you no repeat chirps and I'll let you stay. And he said, okay. We shook hands and now he's back to talking shit. I feel like that's a pretty good understanding, right? Like, I think most people would just block them and be like, fuck you. I don't care if you're mad about being blocked. So Tony's back. Someone said, what happened to Bullet?
What happened to Bullet?
He died.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. There's a lot of what happened to Bullets in these questions. Someone said, not really a question. Need Hubs on the pod to talk ball. Well, Nick, today's your lucky day. You just got 2 hours of baseball talk with Hubs. Can we get a Sock Signature ad read? Thank you. The Section 10 podcast is brought to you by Sock Signatures. Sock Signatures is the leader in autographs and game-used memorabilia of tomorrow's Boston baseball stars. Visit SockSignatures.com today for unique items and the best prices on Sox prospects from Lowell to Boston. Use the promo code Section 10 to get 10% off your first order at SockSignatures.com. Thank you, Jake. The fact that I can remember that is nuts. A lot of people asking for the strip club story, but again, this is a quick segment. Jake's got to get to bed. I got to get to bed. How's the new house treating you? It's fine. It's not terrible. Can you call me to be on your pod? No. If you weren't affiliated with the Red Sox, what team would you like to work for and be affiliated with? That's a good question. Probably the Padres, just because being in San Diego seems really cool. Like, if I didn't have any ties to Boston and I could pick a place to be, it would probably be San Diego. San Diego is a great city, and the Padres, if they're not good, they're at least interesting. So that makes sense. People asking for the Winkowski story. Set that one straight. Someone said suck a dick, question mark. Someone said, when is Pete getting paintballed? I think he tweeted the other day that he still wants to do it. So we've got to arrange that. Do you think Nesson will get Papelbon back on? I think he's done for the year, is what I was told. Call Pat and ask him how the business is going. I have a business meeting with Pat soon, so we'll figure that out. But the rest, I want to stay for Tyler. And it's almost 1 a.m. and Jake still has to edit the pod. Jake, thank you for your dedication and your hard work. You already did your Jake's takes. I don't have a final thought. So after the Red Sox-Yankees series, we'll see you on Sunday night.
Buenas noches, amigos.